Today we have 60 overall Victor Wembanyama, and this video will not end until we take him from 60 to 99 overall. Now there are two rules to this video. We are not allowed to spend any money on VC, and we cannot play MyCareer. We can only play online modes and NBA 2K26. Now this is going to be a long journey, so go ahead and grab a snack, kick your feet up, and enjoy. Now, our first step is going to be making our Victor Wembanyama build, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right, so I've got my center at 7'4", 232 pounds with a 7'4" wingspan. We're going to get an 85 close shot with a 90 stand dunk, an 89 three ball with a 90 midi. We maxed out basically all of our playmaking here. We got a 76 pass act, 65 ball handle, 43 sweep ball. We get a really good interior defense at 82 with an 84 block, a 62 perimeter, and a 53 steal. We're going to be very good on defense. We get more than enough rebounding, 82 rebound, 80 board, so we get silver rebounding badges that we could +1 or +2. And then we get a 61 speed at 7'4", which is insane, with a 46 agility, 83 strength, and a 73 vertical. As you can see, though, we get shades of Kristaps Porzingis, Marc Gasol, and Victor Wembanyama, and it comes out with the name of a post-scoring stretch. All right, now that we've got a Victor Wembanyama build, though, we need to go ahead and spend all this VC that NBA 2K26 hooked me up with the addition of the game. All right, so now that we have created our Wemby build, we actually have 100k VC that we need to get rid of. So the first thing I'm going to do is go cop myself some Wemby drip, and then I'm just going to spam a bunch of Gatorade and skill boost. That way I can utilize actually having Gatorade and skill boost. And, you know, even though I'm a low overall, I'm still going to be able to run around the court. And then we still had some leftovers, so, you know, we had to go cop ourselves some extra jip for the future reference, because this is actually going to be my main NBA 2K account after I finish this 60 to 99 Wembanyama build. As you can see, my username is LTS Hollywood. I actually just changed that to X Hollywood 2K. So if you guys haven't added me yet as a 2K friend, make sure you guys send me a friend request. But you can see we're a 60 overall with 57 VC. Now, I did mess up because I actually won 1,000 VC off the wheel, and I accidentally spent that VC. So technically, we're starting off with less VC than I normally would start off. If you guys got 2K right now on a brand new account, you would start off with 500 VC. But as you can see, man, we're going into game one here. My stats are 0% from everywhere on the field. I'm basically a one-way liability. But we're going to fight. We're going to get through these games, and we're going to earn this VC. Now, there's a couple different methods that you guys will learn throughout this video on earning VC in NBA 2K26. Now, the main thing that we're going to be utilizing here is I'm just kind of playing dead zone and playing center. And I picked up a lock in a 7'4" because 7'4s are just so overpowered. They can shoot over anybody on NBA 2K26. However, I did figure out that 7'1s are definitely better because they do get the ability to have deep bomber. Now, I was able to get my first rebound ever on this build because they're just triple jumping at my center. Not even guarding the lock, but yeah, my 60 wasn't too good there. And the first game isn't going too well. As you can see, we are down 14-6. Now, my boy Tough hasn't ran a 7'4" as the point guard yet, so this is his growing pains game. You know, as you can see, he comes down and he pass fakes, and that's just not the best way to get open. If he actually dribbled a little bit, he would have been able to get open pretty easily against these guys, but he starts to come into his flow state and figures it out. He hits my boy Cashify wide open for the 3-ball, and it's 14-9. We're fighting, you know? We're here to play basketball, but we're still losing. 19-9. Game one for Wembanyama was not the best game, okay? We probably could have played an easier opponent. Yes, I do agree with that. We got some drippy face scans with the Joker hair. You know, these guys are definitely tryhards. But hey, I'm just going to go get myself a bucket, man. The first 2 points for Wemby came in an L. But hey, 14-9. My boy Tough with a great shot there. We need a defensive stop to try to get the ball back, but he has deep bomber, so it's easier said than done. Cashify's going to do his best to play defense, but they end up flaring, and we go down 22-14 in our first game. It's going to be a rough career for Wembanyama if every game goes like this. But I believe, you know, we got 246 VC for that game. And we're just going to get onto the court and get into our next game. Straight in the next game, though, we're down 3-5 with the ball. I'm able to find my boy Cashify at the top of the key, who swings the extra pass. And my boy Tough shoots it, but misses. I get the board. Look at Wemby, man. grabbing that O board and dotting it out. That's good teammate grade for some good VC right there. We're on a C+. I'm out on the break. I don't have any dunk packages yet, so there's going to be a whole lot of layups until I get leveled up with my rep. Tough ends up missing, but I get the O board again, and he gets another shot. We're sitting at 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Hey, that's a B teammate grade. This is good VC, and we are up 13-10. Not a bad game at all. 13-13 though. We need to close this out and get my first win on Victor Wembanyama. Good shot by Tough to make it 16-13. We got 2 boards, 2 points, 2 assists. Hey, we're vibing right now. We just need to get out of this game with a victory. Great rebound by Tough. He hits me out on the break, and you know I'm gonna get that bucket to get my first win. 2 points, first win. Let's go, baby. We went 21-13. We got 4 points, 2 assists. Not a bad game for Mr. Wembanyama as we get 484 VC. Now, teammate grade is very important this year. If you guys don't know, that is by far the most important thing when it comes to actually getting VC and getting rep. It's going to be your teammate grade. So make sure, you know, even if you guys aren't the main scorer on the court, you try to get your assists. You know, tell that guard to hit you so you can throw the PB real quick. We call that a pass back. Get your assist, get your teammate grade, get your rep, get your VC. You know what I'm talking about? But we got a C+, 2 assists already. Now this game is coming down to the wire. It is 19-20. My boy Cashfly's got the ball. He's going to swing it up the Tough. And, you know, we could have set him a little bit of a screen here so he could get open easier, but it works out. Cashify is left wide open in the corner, and he is not going to miss that. I'm going to be real. Bro only has a 78 3-ball, but he's chicken. And hey, we lost our first game, but we ended up on a 3-game win streak now. We're going to earn 358 VC for that dub. We ended up walking off the court because, you know, we didn't have a game. But hey, we're right into the next game. We're up 3-0. I dot back to my boy Tough. What a wonderful pass and a wonderful pass back. That's going to give me a B- teammate grade. I'm out on the break. He jumps. You jump, I dunk, as my boy Power DF would say. Well, I wouldn't say my boy. Me and Power haven't really talked that much since the whole DF scenario. But hey, shout out to Power, man. Shout out to all the boys. You know, nothing but love for my boy Grinding. And we earn 3,800 VC. We're going into our first upgrade. That's going to be a 61 overall. So now we got a 72 3-ball, okay? We average 1 point a game. You know, it could be better. It could be better, okay? Only 1 point a game is definitely not the best, but I'm not here to score right now. There will come a point in the video where I start playing point guard with Wembanyama, but right now we're just going to be a two-way good boy, as they would say, okay, in the comment section. All right, my job is to pass the ball and let my teammates score. But speaking of passes, look at that. 3 assists, and we got a B teammate grade with a board. It is 7-7 right now. My boy Cashfly is going to bring the ball down the court, hit me. I'm going to pass to my boy Tough, and he was open but didn't shoot it. Hey, it worked out though. Ends up getting a great look there to make it 10-10. And we're in our final scenario. I dot my boy Tough in a corner, and we go up 13-10. I have 5 assists this game. This is going to be a good game, all right? We're getting good teammate grade here. 6 assists, 1 board, and yeah, you guys don't see that turnover. But hey, it's all right. We get another O board here. Kick it out to my boy Tough. We're up 16-14. That's going to make it 19. This is looking like another easy victory for the boys. I actually don't have takeover. I had like my custom takeover on. They gave me like speed and agility, but we get 3 boards, 8 assists, and that's going to be 597 BC in my pocket. We are the first rookie 2 in the world. Sitting at 61 overall. Hey, we have a little bit of a 3-ball. You know I'm going to have to try this out sooner than later. First possession of the next game, though, 0-0. Going to set a screen for my boy Cashify, who swings it to Tough. Tough's going to be wide open. Doesn't end up pulling that, but finds me. I'm going to swing it to Cash. It's going to be wide open. Actually, that went to Tough. I thought I should have hit Cashify there. That's just low-key, my bad, Cashify. But hey, it worked out 3-3. Looking good. We got an assist with a C+ teammate grade. Wemby bringing the ball on the floor. Find Tough wide open again. So right now, I'm just kind of trying to get them assists for my teammate grade. So as you can see, Tough is just going to keep swinging me the ball. And I'm going to let him no-dip kind of shoot off the catch over these people since he doesn't have 7'4" guarding him. It's pretty easy for him to get a shot off. So we're just going to take advantage of that and try to get some teammate grade for some good VC. As you can see, I already got 4 assists this game. Last game, we had 8. You know, we're trying to get the ball every single game. Make sure we're touching it and getting those assists. We got 5 assists here with a B+ teammate grade. Up 15-12. Things are looking good for the boys. Cashfly's going to swing it Tough to me. And then, hey, I told you I was going to get one up. That 73 ball ain't looking too bad. Chicken man. Tough has the ball. I'm wide open again. Hey, 2 for 2 in the first game with a 73 ball. Let me find out. All you need is a 73. in NBA 2K26. We might have to make a build. As you can see, I now have a 72 free ball because I got a little bit of VC, so I dumped it into there. But hey, a 72 3 ball might be all we need. We might have to make a pure lock this year and try it out with a 72 3 ball, because that felt good. I was shooting from the top of the key and the wing, not just in the corner. So I wonder if I'm going to be able to shoot from anywhere on the court with a 72 3 ball. Going into the next game, though, we are up 10-6. I hit my boy Tough in the corner, 13-6. Things are looking nice and easy. Find him in the corner again for another bucket. 16-9, 2 points, 4 assists. We're loving basketball right now. All right, this is a lot of fun. I'm going to get out on a break, get another easy bucket to make it 18-9, and we are closing in on that A- teammate grade. Tough hits me. I'm going to steam him right back to make it 21-12. And that's a easy win for your boy with a B+ teammate grade. Hey, shout out to Cashby. You know, he's been taking some lumps. I'm not going to lie. On that light-out defender, you really don't get a lot of rep. But we're going to go into our next upgrade. Now we're going to be 62 overall with a 79 3 ball. As you can see, we have no other stat upgraded, you know. But now we need to go into what is the real VC method on NBA 2K26. You know, I didn't want to start in here because we needed to get some, you know, like some part gameplay, play some theater, play a little bit of everything. But if you guys don't have VC and you want to get some VC, look at that green bean. If you want to get some VC and you don't have any VC, you need to get in the 3v3 Pro-Am, okay? If you win or if you lose, it literally doesn't matter. All you got to do is go in there and play the game and get a decent teammate grade. As you can see here, though, 20-17, my boy Tough is going to knock it down, and we need a stop to win this game. 2020, I got 3 points, 5 assists to my name with a B+ teammate grade. I would love to get this win. Tough's going to play some defense, but Pat is left wide open. We 50 balling for the win, and he knocks it down, okay? Maybe we shouldn't have left the guy who was 7 for 7 open for 3, but hey, he dunked the ball the whole game, so I can't be too mad at it. But like I said, man, win or lose, teammate grade is all that matters, and then you get a bunch of VC. So if I were to lose a game, I still get 700 to 800 VC. By the way, look at the 3 ball. 79 3 ball looking green bean chicken wing. You know what I'm saying? But 15-14, 3 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. So we got some good teammate grade. We're going to get some good VC for winning this game. I should get anywhere from 800 to 1200 VC for a basic win. But if I happen to get player of the game, as you can see, I got 916 VC. If I happen to get player of the game, I'm going to get 1800 VC. And yes, the crew bonus counts in here. So if you guys are playing 3v3 Pro with your boys trying to get VC, make sure you guys are in a crew together. If he's in another crew, hey, tell him to leave that crew and you'll invite him back, or they can invite him back to that crew. But make sure you guys are in a crew together. Load up in the 3v3 Pro-Am. If you play 10 games, you get 10k VC. All right, it doesn't get better than that. And if you get player to game, all 10 of those games, you're gonna have anywhere from like 30 to 40k VC. So hey, if you're a main point guard trying to make another build, go get in that Pro-Am, my boy. But as you can see here, we got a C+ teammate grade. I'm gonna find my boy Tough in the corner. He's gonna pass fake, but the guy ends up not jumping, so he ends up getting that 3 off. As you can see, I got a B- teammate grade. Throwing the ball to Tough right now is just basically a free assist. Like, my goal is just to get the ball in his hands and let him shoot that thing, because I need to get out of these early overalls to make my build usable. As you can see, though, 19-8 here. We got 4 assists. Tough wide open in the corner, and we win the game again with a B+. So right there, I got a B+, and I got 915 VC, and we're into our next upgrade. 5700 VC. It is time to upgrade our 3 ball a little bit more. We still want to be able to shoot the ball, you know. We need to get good teammate grade, some good rep. But as you can see here, I'm just going to upgrade right to that 63 point. I'm not going to use all my VC, so I still have some VC left over. And then once I have enough VC for the next upgrade, I'm going to actually go and utilize that VC. But they end up double jumping at me. I don't know why we're double jumping at a 63 overall. Hey, maybe I'm just chicken like that. I set an off ball for Tough, little backdoor slip, touch back to him, a wide open 3 because he didn't jump. No jump equals no contest in this game, man. 12-12 though. Here we got a little bit of a nail biter. Once again, they don't jump at Tough in the corner. I don't know what Donovan Mitchell or Kevin Durant, whatever that's supposed to be, was doing, but you got to play some defense, man. 70-12. We got 2 points, 3 assists. Looking to catch the ball from Tough here. Find him wide open. He has his badge. That's going to be an easy bucket. His opponent runs out of bounds behind him because he's just overrunning. 20-15. Tough with a nice little off-ball dex, and he knocks it down. And we take home another victory with another 916 VC. I mean, this VC is just piling up at this point, okay? Nice, easy, simple games. Just dotting my 7-4. I'm getting out of these early overalls. I promise you guys the gameplay is going to drastically change. Hold on, chicken man in the corner. Don't leave that open, my boy. But I promise you the gameplay will drastically change the moment I hit these little bit higher overalls. But my build is actually usable because right now we're really not that usable, but we will shoot that open 3, okay? Off the dribble, too, from the top of the key. Shout out Cash Nasty. Come on, baby. My boy Tough catches it, finds me wide open. Wait, we got 9 points. Hold on. Another one? 12 points? I mean, when was the last time you saw a 63 overall get takeover? And then he inbounds the ball right to me, and I get another bucket. That's going to finish me off with an A+ teammate grade. They find me wide open on the break, and your boy Hollywood goes for 17 on a 63 overall. And you know what that means. Player of the game, 1600 VC to my name. Come on, baby. 63% from 3. Could be better. I'm not going to lie. Definitely could be better. Get a little off-ball decks and we knock down the midi. Hey, that is a crazy midi for me to make because I do not have my midi upgraded. Tough's going to find me wide open again. Hey, after last game, I'm feeling myself right now. We got 7 points. I'm taking a ball off the dribble to the top of the key, stopping and popping 10 points, 100% from 3. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where did this come from? I'm going to find my boy Tough wide open in the corner. 10 points, 1 assist. Gonna find my boy Tough again, who's open. We got 10 points, 2 assists. We are closing our gap on another A+ teammate grade. We knocked down another 3 ball, 13 points. We're sitting at an A, trying to get a little bit more teammate grade for that A+, but Tough doesn't hit me on the back door. Still worked out. Still got that big player of the game, 1500 VC. And that's 3K VC in 2 games. I mean, you love to see it. We're at 64 overall now with an 87 3-ball. Now, an 87 3-ball, I'm not going to lie. We are done missing, okay? This game is 8-6, though. 1 rebound, 1 assist. Not really getting a lot of points this game. They weren't giving me much. As you can see, though, my guy ends up leaving me wide open, and we are over those, okay? We got an 87 3-ball now. That thing is chicken. Finds me. I end up shooting a gather animation for the midi, and we don't even have our midi upgraded. You love to see it. 800 VC from that game. We are almost able to go to 88 overall for our max overall. Currently sitting at 64 overall. We got a 61 midi with an 87 3-ball. We love to see it. My boy Tough with an and 1 out of the corner. 5-3 though. We have the ball. Tough finds me wide open. I took a little bit too long to shoot that, but hey, it doesn't matter. I'm 7'4". We're just gonna shoot it over him. You know what I mean? Even with the foul, we knock it down. 9-5. Tough finds me on the wing, wide open. We end up greening our tempo. I am tempo shooting these, okay? I don't like square shooting a lot, or X shooting, depending on the console that you are, because I am West and I play East servers. All of my friends that I played a game with are East. If you guys didn't know, rhythm shooting is actually usable. It's meant for people who have bad internet connection or are playing on delay. So me shooting tempo, yes, I can shoot with square. If I'm on West servers, I shoot with X and square sometimes. But when I am on delay, I'm always going to tempo shoot. That is the key to life. If you guys have bad internet, if you guys are on delay, if you guys are playing on a TV, if you don't have a 1MS monitor, Mike Wang literally put out a post basically saying like, hey, tempo is really genuinely made for people that struggle with bad internet, and it allows them to be able to make shots still and make themselves be able to play the game. Now, if you're not on delay and you're using tempo, hey man, tempo is clearly better. It has a 2x green window proven by 2K Labs, but I really do like shooting tempo, especially when I am on East servers, because as you can see right there, it took me forever for my shot to activate, but I was able to still knock it down and lead my team to a victory. We got 11 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists with an A teammate grade. This is going to be a good game for your boy Hollywood. 20 points, Cashify with a great contest. I'm going to swing it down to my boy Tough, wide open at corner. Chicken man, buck, 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 buck. Come on, baby. A nice little easy win there and some big VC to my name. 1,297 VC, even though we didn't get player of the game. That was because we had an A+ teammate grade. Now, Tough ended up having to get offline, so me and Cash went to try to play some 2s, and it didn't go too well some of the games. I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to show you guys the good games, okay? Right now, we got 3 points, 3 rebounds. I found my boy Cash wide open. We are down 10-6. Now, I may be on a low overall, but I did not step out here to lose, baby. Big buckets, 10-9 now. Going to inbound the ball to my boy Cash. He reached out of the play. You know that's a free backdoor and a free dunk. We have 6 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, and I'm knocking another 3 down. Going to take it off the dribble. Great screen by Cash. He gets a late contest, 19-19. Cash with the ball finds me wide open. Hey, you can't leave that open. I don't care what overall I am, baby. Big 15 points. We end up securing a W, and we get 598 VC for it. So it's time to go to our next upgrade. And for my next upgrade, since I'm mainly ball handling now, I'm actually like playing like the guard on the twos, we're going to start working on our ball handle and our speed with ball. We don't want to be completely in the mud, and we also don't want to get ripped. Great little shot by me off the rip here. He ends up jumping out of the play, and I'm going to get to my spot and knock it down to make it 9-6. I ended up getting another no contest because he jumped from my side. He ended up knocking me to the floor, but it was still wide open. So 9 points, 1 rebound. My takeover is not really doing me much right now. It's giving me midi, post control, and close shot. So we're going to have to figure that out once we actually get our takeovers unlocked. But right now we got 12 points. It's 12-9. I'm just kind of doing my thing here. You know, this is what I was doing on my 7-1 and 7-4 on my main account. So I figured, why not do it with Wembanyama? You know, I still have a very good 3-ball, so we got to knock these down. 15 points to my name. I knock another one down, making it 18. Gonna find Cashify for the win. Wide open. You cannot leave him open, bro. He has a 78 3-ball, but he does not miss, okay? So we're sitting at 65 overall. I'm going to be wide open again from the wing. That one was a little deep, okay? No limitless, and we still knock it down. Another great shot off the rip, and it's 7-6. Now, we only have silver shooting badges right now. I can't wait to see how this build actually feels when I have some pretty good shooting badges. It's going to be exciting, especially when we get, like, the +1s and the +2s. If we have, like, legend shooting, like legend set shot, Hall of Fame Deadeye, those are going to be crazy on this build. But right now, it's 7-9. Messing with my 2K camera a little bit. Gonna be left wide open again. I don't know what he's doing on these inbounds, okay? We are 4 for 5 from 3. You gotta step up, Zach, all right? You gotta step up, broski. I'm gonna shoot it every time. Once again, he didn't step up. Late contest with his hand up. You gotta jump at me. I'm a big fella. 15 points, 83% from 3. Just kind of doing my thing to take over and get us out of this game here. Gonna end up missing wide open, but my Cashify is down there, okay? Cash is always gonna grab that rebound. He's on a rebounding lock. He's on a two-way good boy. He got 3 boards, 5 assists. If he needs to shoot wide open, he's gonna shoot wide open, okay? These are the types of teammates I love to play with, people who just like to win the game, all right? And it's very important, especially when you're on like a no money spent, that, you know, once you're in a situation where you can get some buckets, that you do get those buckets, so you get that extra VC. As you can see here, though, we are gonna get our next My Point upgrade, so that means we can actually go to 88 overall, but we don't have the VC to do that yet. We are still grinding. Now, as you see before the game, actually, it shows me averaging 0 points per game, 0 rebounds per game, 0 assists per game, but those are actually my rec stats, and we have not played any rec yet on this build, so don't worry. You know, we do average more than 0 points, 0 rebounds, and 0 assists. As you can see by these games, we are getting buckets on our Wembanyama build. He ends up leading me wide open on the wing, and you know I'm not gonna miss that. Now, to double down on the rules for this video, just so you guys know if you didn't pay attention to the intro, I am not allowed to play MyCareer. I'm not allowed to play any modes that are offline. So we can't grind Street Kings for VC. We can't play MyCareer for VC. It is online game modes specifically. So that includes, you know, rec, park, stage, theater, even the starting 5. Now, starting 5 is pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie. The odds of me loading into the starting 5, 0. Okay, that is snooze fest. Now, I did play a lot of rec towards the end because I actually thought I was going to get more My Points, but I figured out that wasn't the wave. So, Theater 2s, for all my people that are trying to get attribute upgrades, that is probably your best bet. As you can see, by the end of these games, we are getting a lot of My Points, especially when we are like the primary scorers / like ball handlers here. So, it's going to be 9-7 though here. End up making it 9-9 because they get a stop. But we get the ball back, and we are in motion here. 3 for 5 from 3, 12-9. Hit my boy Cashify. My guy leaves me wide open off the inbound. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why you're sagging off, bro. If you sag off, your swag's off, man. I'm going to knock that jumper down every time. Cashify is going to inbound it to me. My guy jumps at absolutely nothing. We end up knocking it down. 18 points. It's 18-9. We got 15 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Cashify gonna inbound to me once again. My guy is kind of just out of the play here at this point, so I'm gonna get to that mid-range shot. Hey, I don't have my midi upgraded, but my fundamentals takeover does upgrade my midi a little bit, so I have like a 65 midi, which is very much so greenable, even though you probably shouldn't shoot a lot of midis. But we did get A+ teammate grade that game, so we're gonna get max VC. That gives us 655 VC, and we are into the next day, man. Not a bad first day. Right into the next day, they'll go into the daily rewards, and we're going to start off our daily reward spin with a bang. Big 1,000 VC for wet bananas, baby. Come on. We are sitting at 66 overall, ready for the next upgrade. We got 5,000 VC. We're going to do that ball handle and that speed whip ball. Love that 66 overall upgrade because we basically are a true point guard now. You know, we're not really here to rebound. And, you know, we had a really good progress the day before. So we're going right back into the theater the next day. Right onto the twos. And we actually ended up playing the same guys because they were in my Twitch stream talking about, you guys beat us next day, but we going to get it back. And they literally Q-sniped me on the twos in the theater to try to beat me. They were that upset that we beat them in the theater twos, man. I mean, it is ridiculous how serious people take this theater stuff. In fact, we actually were in the middle of me doing the Wembanyama no money spent. We ended up playing the guy who was like 7th in North Carolina. And he went to game chat and just started screaming TOS at the top of his lungs. Like, it was so bad. He was like, yeah, you know, F your Twitch, like, blah, 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 like saying like some stuff that I cannot say. And he ended up getting banned. I'm not gonna lie. The devs were in my 2K stream and they definitely packed him up. So GG's to him and his 7th in North Carolina. But yeah, you're no more, buddy. It is what it is. I hate to break it to you. Tough pass by my boy Cash. They end up getting a steal though. We're up 18-0. And I don't get a good animation because I have no block and no interior defense. They end up coming all the way back though. It's 15-18. Now maybe they were right to talk a little bit of crap. All right, they're showing a lot of life here. We need one stop. I got 11 points to my name, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Mr. Mason using the screen, finding him wide open. I left him wide open. I don't know why he didn't shoot that. He greened the last one, but I'm not gonna give him another free bucket. So 17-18. My boy Cash trying to play some D. I'm gonna get a little bumpy here. Look at my 66 overall getting bumpy. Now me getting this board, probably not gonna happen, right? That's crash or take. But I'm getting the box out the next time and somehow snag the rebound with my bronze box out beast. And they almost end up stealing the pass back, bro. Holy. I am struggling this game though. 4 for 10 from the field. This is not Wembanyama's best performance, but we still gonna get this dub. Okay, we're gonna try to get out of it. He ends up jumping at nothing. I get wide open for the cheddar and we knock it down. 493 VC to my name. We love it. We love it. We still got that 89 3 ball, 65 ball handle, 61 midi. Man, our stats are not looking pretty. But hey, we're giving people buckets. Okay, so you don't need to be a high overall. You just need a good 3 ball. Believe it or not. But as you can see here, 8-7. I'm knocking it down. We got 8 points already. My boy Cash is just kind of fighting dead zone at this point in time. I really should have him setting me screens like almost every single play because it actually works. As you can see here, I'm able to kind of like wiggle, get open, and then he ends up jumping at nothing. I get open and I miss. But Cashify's got that board, swings it back out to me, and I knock it down. Now, if you guys want this build, it was in the beginning of the video, but I do have an actual 7-4 build that is made for cap breakers. This was a 60-99 no money spent. I didn't really make it to like set myself up for using my 8 cap breakers that is actually now 10 because of my shooting specialization. So if you want a 7-4 build that is made for cap breakers, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out my posts. I just posted a 6-11, I posted a 7-1, and there's a 7-4 on there for you guys. So make sure you guys check out those videos. But right into the next play, man. We're up 17-16 with the ball. And, hey, bro, I don't even know what happened, man. No way Wembanyama is getting blocked like that, right? Like, come on, bro. What a jump out of the defender. But we're still in it. Here we go. Cashify with the ball. Swings it to me. I end up getting a quick shot off. I didn't think he was going to jump, so I just went for it. You know, like, he jumped to the last one. He's not going to jump at this one. You know, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Yeah, whatever that line is. But then I get blocked again for another time, but Cashify's there to clean it up, and I'm able to knock it down to win the game. 23 points, 7-15. Not the best performance, but we still get 592 VC. Right now, we're sitting with an 89 ball handle, or a 89 3 ball and a 65 ball handle. Knocking down the shot straight at the beginning of the next game. We're up 6-5 here. Things are looking good. This theater stuff is just absolutely free. If you guys are doing no money spent and you have a lower plaque rating, theater is the best. Like, you play absolute bots all day. The games are free. I'm able to just score the ball, get my VC. Now, you can play 3v3 Pro-Am. That's probably the best way. But the problem with 3v3 Pro-Am is the hours that I play. I play from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. usually. Those hours, there's probably like 6 teams online and they're all absolute nerds, and we're just having sweat fests, and I don't really get to score the ball a lot in sweat fest, so I don't really get player of the game anyways. So it's better to do theater. That way I can end the games fast, and I'm still getting like 600 VC for ending the game fast. Now, It's nice to play the 3v3 Pro-Am because you get like 900 VC for a win. But in here, I'm getting like 600 for a win, and we're ending the game much faster than a threes game. So I do think the theater was the faster aspect. Now, I haven't quite figured out the my points aspect. Now, if you guys know the best way to get my points, feel free to comment it down below, because on this one, I did rec. On the one that I'm working on right now, which is Wilt Chamberlain, I'm doing park. I started to realize that the theater like kind of felt like it was the fastest. I was getting like 3,500 per theater game, and in a rec game I was getting like 1,500. Like it wasn't going well for you boys. So I'm still trying to figure out what the best ways to get my points in this game that doesn't involve my career, as well as like starting five. Like I want to play online modes against, you know, people at a consistent rate. I'm not really trying to upload a my career video. I'm just not entertaining enough for that. I'm not Cash Nasty, all right? I'm not Chris Smooth. I just don't got it in me. My entertainment is the park, me and my teammates. You know, it's the vibe that I've always had on my channel. So if you guys have any ideas for a faster way to grab my points, please let me know. Anyway, we're back into the 3v3 Pro-Am. We now have a 71 midi with that 89 3 ball. We're getting closer and closer to this build. Really just feeling like an all-around bucket. Now, I ended up picking up my boys and started playing point guard with my Victor Wembanyama build. So we're playing with Static and my boy Cashify. Huge shout out to them for running it up. And we're just trying to get a lot of player of the games here. Now, the first game didn't go that well. I'm not going to lie. As you can see, we are down 12 to 18. And I'm missing shots. It's because I don't have my +2s for the build yet. So I'm really trying to be the main scorer with Silver Set Shot Specialist. And that's easier said than done. When you guys see me use my 7-4 and my 7-1 to be like the main scorer, it's because I have Legend Shet Shot, Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame Limitless. Like I have all these crazy badges. And on this account, I don't have any of those +1s or +2s. So the odds of me, like, you know, just being able to absolutely get a bucket every single play with silver badges just isn't possible. So you can see here, though, I do finagle my way and get open with that Silver Deadeye and Silver Set Shot. We're able to knock it down. You know, we have a ball game here, 17 to 20. We need to stop. I'm not trying to give up a dunk. I'm just going to kind of hold myself under the rim here. Hope my teammate can get there. He does. We end up getting that stop that we ever so needed, and we need to get a bucket. Cash finds me wide open on the wing. It's 20 to 20. We're in a position to win the game with me shooting 43% from three. I mean, that's just bad ball. Cashify with a massive steal, and we are out on the break. Cash finds me for the cheddar. I end up pump faking and go for a mid. Hey, yo, I just don't want to win. I don't know what that shot was. I don't want to talk about it. I'm steaming Cash. Cash finds my teammate Static wide open, and he misses for the win. I mean, Cashify's just fighting. He's looking like Cam Scatabo, aka CTE Cashify, bro. What a board. Finds me wide open, and I just don't want to win this game. I don't know what I'm shooting, bro. Like, I'm trying to be a superhero for no reason, man. 20 to 20. We're in the world's longest threes game. He drives to the rim. They shoot wide open, and they miss. Cashify with another board. I mean, bro is fighting. Like, this game might as well have 10 grand on the line. Cashify is putting his life on the line, bro. Great plays by him. I find Static on the wing. Static kicks it back to me. I get a free open shot off. I mean, that was just contested 3 times in a row. I guess that one's not contested for a bucket. Player of the game. Terrible shooting performance from me, but hey, we got that 1K VC. We got the win. We are 2-0 now on this new 3v3 Pro-Am team that I made, because the other one, you know, we took quite a few L's when I was low overall. But we're still 67 overall right now. Same roster, same lineup. I'm out here trying to get buckets. I got to play way better than last game if we're going to keep running this. First play of the game, though, we get a nice, easy bucket. Got 3 points to my name. I end up getting wide open again off the gather animation. As you can see, like, the defender's now fully bumping me right there. So if I, like, quick stop it by flicking up on my right stick while dribbling, I can pretty much get a shot off almost every time. And then I get a good shot contest in the paint. That's going to get some good teammate grade, a rebound, a deep outlet pass, and then an assist as well to Cashify. I mean, we're just eating up the teammate grade right now. We went from a B- to basically almost a B+ on that play alone off of those specific plays. Following possession, though, going to get another good defensive contest in the paint. Cash hits me on a break. That one was a little deep, I'm not going to lie. But we got bronze limitless, so we are able to knock that down to make it 12 to 6. Going into the next play on a little off-ball screen, we are shooting much better this game. You know, the first game, maybe it was just first game jitters. I didn't think I had it in me, but I do have it in me. That's another bucket to make it 18 to 8. And then we're going into the last play of the game, 20 to 13. Cash with an O board. comes out, hands it off to me, sets a big body screen. I get open at the top of the key as my boy Cash Nasty would say, man, and that's a green bean and a back-to-back player of the game. This is why I ran this lineup. You know, hey, maybe we're going to lose a couple of games because, you know, I just don't have my badges, but we are getting player of the game basically every game now as the main scorer. It's another good bucket off rip, and we go up 3-0. Cash with some phenomenal screens right now. I mean, look at that. Another big body screen. Nobody steps up on the other side, and I knock it down. And we did get another badge now. So now we do have that gold set shot specialist. I mean, the green window just feels so much bigger already. Like, I'm sure you can see it. Like, these shots that I'm making, I'm shooting a much higher clip. I'm shooting 80% from 3 now for 12 points. That silver to gold is just a massive difference. I mean, the green window is just clearly so much bigger. 18-13, now we got the ball, finds me at the top of the key. That's an easy catch and shoot. We get another player to the game, and we are just cooking up this VC. That's 3 games, and we essentially got, what, 4,700 my points and another 1,000 VC. So that's 3 games with a 1K VC per game. We love to see it. And we're going right into our next upgrade. It's going to be 68 overall now. Things are looking on the upside for us, man. 68 overall, gold plaque, 65 ball handle. Not the best ball handle yet. We haven't really been able to upgrade all that stuff. Like, we can do it in our takeover. If you guys didn't know, you could like set ball handle as your only thing in take, or speed with ball as your only thing in take, which I like to do. So the 65 ball handle is fun, but it's not as good as, like, you know, that 7-1 build that we got. So we got to find ways to get open, and that way to get open is literally coming down the floor. Somebody reaches and you just like crab him or something. 8-8 though, they find me in the corner and we go up 11-8. Great pass out of my roster. Another board, and your boy is leaking out like a LaMelo Ball. You know, we got to knock that one down in the corner too. 14-8, but they come back to make it 17-15, and I knock down a midi. So it's now 19-15. We need to stop to really put this game away here. These guys have been playing pretty good defense. I'm missing a lot of shots this game. Not gonna lie, you guys didn't want to watch it. It was ugly, man. Okay, they get an O board to make it 19-17, and we have a ball game on our hands. We got to put this one away. Static with the ball in hand, gonna come down the floor, looking to set like kind of an on-ball, off-ball slip here. My guy ends up going behind me. I go to shoot the crab midi fade, and that's a knockdown with the 70 midi. Like, we will take that. That's good shots. 900 VC in my name. We didn't get player of the game that game because I shot so bad. But going into the next game, we are down 5-3 here. I knock it down to make it 7-3. 7-6 now after a follow-up shot. 9-6. We got the ball in hand. A little off-ball dex to make it 9-9. I mean, these guys are just playing really good defense on me. I'm not gonna lie. They're all over me. And being 7-4, I just can't get quite as open as I can on that 7-1 build. Just not having the speed with ball ability is frustrating. As you can see, I'm just gonna kind of wiggle my way till they jump. End up getting a shot off before both of them can get like a decent contest. That was 17%, but we will take that. That's a good shot on a 7'4", especially when I'm the main ball handler. We ended up coming back though, take the massive lead, 18-14. They take a 2, make it 18-16. Just looking to put the wall away. Cashify with a scary pass. I'm not gonna lie, that was a Stevie Wonder. Great off ball screen by Static. I didn't shoot it. End up shooting in somebody's face. We get the board though, no big deal. Cashify out the Static, and I ain't gonna lie, Static just can't hit a game winner. I'm gonna keep it a fat stack. Static was hooping, but he couldn't hit a game winner to save his life, and I have to like find a way to put a game away here because like this is just bad ball. Cashify with another board, hits me, and we knock it down. 18 points, A- teammate grade. We get a player of the game for 900 VC. We really got to get to that A+, but we'll take the A-. I'm just not making enough shots at a high enough clip to get the A+. With all the misses that I'm having right now with these low badges, it's kind of hard to get to that A+ teammate grade. Starting out the next game though, they miss early, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get out on the break. Make it 6-2. This should be another pretty easy victory. We give up those free dunks in the paint. They can have that. All right, gonna inbound the ball to my boy Cash. 6'4" here, looking to get another easy bucket. Go behind the screen. Nobody steps up. You know I'm pulling that thing, man. Make it 9-4. Gonna be 9-7 though after they knock down a 3. I kind of wiggle my way to get open as he's not getting any bump animations. Hey, for all my lockdowns, bro, I found out something yesterday. Me and Tuff were labbing. If you hold left bumper, yes, the trapper button, without anybody around you, you will activate your on-ball menace. On-ball menace does not activate unless you hold trapper. So instead of holding L2 in front of people, hold the trapper. It allows you to sprint and it activates your on-ball menace. You will get a lot more bumps. For all of my lockdowns, that's the secret sauce right now. I haven't made a video on it yet. It's coming out. But if you made it this far in the video, you just got free sauce. Hold that trapper button, even when you're not trying to trapper somebody, and you will get the on-ball menace activated and get a lot more bumps. I end up missing, though, for the win. That's bad shots by Wemby, bro. Y-Clamp comes down the floor. making it 19-18. I gotta lock in and ice this game, and I don't. I end up doinking to get the ball back. Bro, I just threw the easiest game ever. They knock it down, and we take the L. I went 5 for 11. Hey, that game's on me. But look, VC method. We lost the game. I still got 710 VC. You love to see it. Now we're sitting at 8,312 VC, and we are basically ready for our next upgrade. So we're going to be going to 69 overall here. I'm going to burn 4K of my VC, and we're going to head into the next game. And a whole lot of the same story, but now I have different teammates. And I don't know what that guy's jumping at. That's an easy bucket for your boy Hollywood. Get a free rebound and another free kick out. We got 9 points in this game, and we're just giving these guys the absolute belt. I mean, they just can't guard me. 71% from 3. It's looking like light work out here. Now, I did gray the screen a little bit to make it easier on your eyeballs because these guys have the most vibrant court in NBA 2K history. I don't know why 2K still allows these guys to have these solid color courts, but bro, it hurts my eyes even trying to like play the game, so much less watching it. So definitely wanted to gray out the screen a little bit for you guys just to make it easier. We got 15 in this one. The score 17-6, and I hit my boy Skomo under the rim, and Skomo swings it right back to me, and I'm gonna knock that down. 18 points, 75%, and this is looking like another easy player of the game from Mr. Hollywood. We also got an A+ teammate grade for that game and a 23-6 win. We end up getting 1,600 VC because we got that wonderful A+. And hey, in these low overalls, that 1,600 VC adds up quick. We're gonna get to that like position where I need to grind my points way faster than I actually thought I would. Going right into the next game, though, 6-4. We're playing some good basketball once again. Like, I got my boy Skomo on an inside, and then Vanucci's on like kind of a 6-8 point guard lockdown style build. Skomo gets another board, kicks it to me on the break. I have Vanucci down low for a free board, so why not shoot it? You know what I mean? I might as well shoot that ball. We go up 12-9. I'm 4 for 7. I'm not doing a whole lot of passing. I'm not going to lie. I realize, you know, hey, I'm going to get my A+. I'm going to get my VC. My boys do not care. They're literally here to help me get this VC. So shout out to Vanucci and Skomo and anybody else that I ran with during these no money spent videos, man. I can't do it without my teammates. You know, all my boys in the TW crew. By the way, the TW crew is recruiting. We have 6 open spots right now. We're level 30. Now, if you don't have at least an 80 win percent and over 1,500 games played in the park, you don't meet the requirements. I'm not gonna lie. Those last 4 spots are specifically for grinders. I need people to play with on a day-to-day given basis. I never have teammates from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. So I need people who game, bro. If you get on the game early in the morning or if you're on the game late at night, you are my kind of guy. If you play every mode, I prefer people who play park, but if you play rec, I do have my nights where I play rec and stuff like that. So, you know, it's nice to have people that don't mind hopping into the rec, but I need grinders, man. If you guys are a grinder, let me know in the comments section. Give me your GT, add me. Currently, my name in this video is LTS Hollywood, but it's actually going to be X Hollywood 2K by the time you guys see this video. So if you guys want a chance to join Team Witness, we got, you know, me, Cash Nasty, Flight Reacts, Cole the Man. The crew is just filled with people. Cheeseaholic, bro. Everybody is in this crew, man. So if you guys want to get good runs with your favorite content creators or just good runs in general, man, we got a lot of grinders like my boy Aransu. You know, he already has 70K crew XPs. He's a vet too. We got gamers, okay? So got a little bit of everything. If you guys want to get some runs in with us, make sure you add me up. X Hollywood 2K. If you ever see me online, just join the park, pull up on me, show me what you got, man. Or even come by the Twitch stream or the YouTube stream. If you guys subscribe, turn the noties on, you guys will get notifications for my YouTube stream since we finally have started streaming on YouTube. I mean, and we're growing pretty quick. Just a couple of weeks ago, we were averaging 10 viewers, and last stream we had 120 people in there. So I'm excited to see where the YouTube stream goes, but we are also always live on Twitch, man. Twitch.tv/Hollywood. As far as this game goes, it's 15-12 right now. Definitely going to be shooting my wide open jump shots from the wing. We got 18 points, 75% from 3. Another easy bucket there, but I actually end up missing that shot. Only with 16% contested. He ends up not getting a test because he reaches at the passing lane, and we get a nice and easy player to game, giving me 1,600 VC with that A+ teammate grade. Heading in the next game, though, we get an early rebound here, as you can see. Good for that teammate. Great. Going to go ahead and just dribble down the court, stop at the top of the key with a quick stop, and knock it down. 3 points, 1 board. And we're low-key grabbing boards right now on our 7-4, even though we don't even have our rebounding upgraded. And they just can't guard me. I'm not going to lie. Especially in the threes court. I just kind of walk down, and if the defender's even the slightest out of position to not get a good jump on me, I'm shooting it. As you can see, one jumped already. The other one was sitting on my right-hand hip on the other side of the screen, and I'm just going to shoot it. And once again, same thing. Like, one's trailing me, the other one's not stepped up high enough. He's not in a position that he can jump at me. I'm going to shoot that ball every time. I'm a lights out shooter, especially once I get a little bit into that takeover meter, so my 3 ball goes above a 90. There's really nothing you could do. 5 for 7 from 3 right now, 15 points. Things are looking good. This is going to be another player to game. Once again, out of position. One has his back turned to me. The other one overran the play, and it's just too easy out here for Victor Wembanyama. A great game there, 21 points. We definitely are going to get player of the game. I mean, we're just getting back to back player of the games. This is quite literally a VC glitch. We're sitting at 9,400 VC, ready for our next upgrade, and I'm going to do post control. Now, you may be like, yo, Hollywood, post control? I'm doing post control so I can get unpluckable. I don't want to get ripped anymore. Every time we played some like half decent people, I felt like I was getting like trappered, and then like an animation would happen and I would get ripped. So we definitely want to try to get to that silver unpluckable, which is at that 86 post control. So I wanted to utilize some of my VC to get that much closer to the post control. Going to the next game though here, I mean, these guys are hooping. We're down 9-6. I'm still, 2 for 3 from the field. Not a bad game. Shout out to my boy Beckas. We got Beckas on the court in ScoMo. Gonna come down, try to get wide open here. They put the guard on me because the center jumped out of the play, and I'm shooting over that switch every time, especially on 2K26. It doesn't matter if he gets a decent jump. Even if he gets a good jump, he's probably max getting a 30% contest at his height. The guy looks like he's like 6'5", 6'6". You are not contesting a 7'4" at that height. It's just not happening. The only way I'm getting contested is if the center jumps at me, and look who jumped. Oh, what do you know? He jumped and got a 16%. That was actually a great jump out of the guard, and I just told you, it doesn't matter if he gets a good jump or not. He's not getting more than a 30% contest on me. Next with a nice steal, I'm out on the break. Gonna slip out to the wing here and get wide open. And that's gonna make it 15-11. There's not really much you can do against this lineup, bro. That lock and that inside with a little bit of 3-ball is just dominant. They get the stops that we need. I have ScoMo dead zone basically every single play, so if I do happen to miss, usually he gets the O board. As you can see off that miss, he's able to kick it out to me. I got 20 points to my name. Gonna get a little crab animation. They both jump at me for no reason. I mean, I could have hit Becca's there. I ain't gonna lie. But, we had to end it with 23 points. I'm just gonna keep getting this A+. And your boy is gonna be the first rookie 4 in the world. Let's get it, man. Come on. Victor Wembanyama. The team is 18-2. The record's not bad. Like, we're low-key winning games with me playing point guard. And then we get a 7-4 that's trying to jab step me, and I'm just going to keep spam jumping. I really don't care. W little behind the back move out of him, and I'm still just going to keep jumping over and over and over. Like, he ends up getting a crab on me, and that's going to be great. But, hey, that was an offensive 3 seconds. You can't do that. You cannot do that. These guys are 7-4 cheesing me, bro, so I got to get my get back. He jumps at me. Hey, bro, chill, man. Only I can jump, okay, buddy? 3-0, big greens out of Victor. Little inbound play here going to Wolverine Willie. Wolverine Willie's probably going to swing the ball to his teammate, but he's a 7-4 as well, so this could get a little scary. I'm not going to lie. He ends up missing. That's a big miss. I get out on the break, and we knock it down to go up 6-0. So these double 7-4s could give us a lot of problems. It looks like they're trying to, abuse whoever doesn't have the 7-4 on them, which is what they should be doing. I'm trying to tell ScoMo that I want to switch and guard the actual, primary ball handling 7-4, but we have a little bit of a miscue, give up a 3. Beckas finds me. They don't even pick me up. I mean, great defense, I guess. I don't know what they're doing there. 9-8, though. I'm going to get another 3 off, but ScoMo with that big O board and kick out. 12 points to my name. We give up another 3. It's just impossible to stop these double 7-4s because whoever I'm not guarding, they're basically just going to them. Right here, I'm a little bit late on the trail, so I'm going to put my hand up. I put him into a gather animation, and I get another stop. Going to be out on the break here. 7-4s really don't have any passing lanes. Becca's low-key should have thrown that, but it's okay. He's not jumping it, and I'm just going to go ahead and no-dip him. If you guys have not used the no-dip feature in this game, you need to get in a lab. 3 out of 4 for your jump shot speed, and start no dipping everything off the catch. Nobody can contest no dips, okay? They're way too fast, and if you go 3 out of 4 speed, you won't get the very late glitch. Now, if you guys are a tempo shooter like me, you guys have noticed that when you no dip, you sometimes don't get a rhythm, okay? So if you want to fix that issue, literally just change your jump shot to 3 out of 4 speed. That's all you have to do. The 3 out of 4 speed does not feel much different at all. It's literally not noticeable to the naked eye between 3 out of 4 and 4 out of 4. Now, 2 out of 4 is really slow. I don't know if I could do 2 out of 4 speed on a build, but if you go 3 out of 4, you should be vibing. So you can see, though, I low-key just trolled the game. He's going to do a little step-back animation, go back into his Kobe jabs, and it's 18-17. I don't know what that shot selection was by me, but they're taking even worse shots. I mean, that's just a bad shot. But this game's on me, okay? Maybe I shouldn't have shot in a triple coverage right there. Not the best play out of your boy. End up getting a crab animation, great contest out of the 7-4s, and I threw the game. Yeah, Hollywood. I don't know what to say. Hey, I post my L's, okay? And this game was on me. But even though we lost, I'm still going to get that good VC. We had the A- teammate grade. So we're going to head over to the park now. I got kind of tired of playing 3v3 Pro. I'm not going to lie. We started playing like the same team over and over again. No cap. We won the next game we played against them, but we barely won it. And I was like, bro, I'm done sweating. I need to go hit the park and get some easy victories. Speaking of easy victories, we start off up 6-0 in our first park game. Nobody can contest me. Make that 9-0. I mean, this is just like night and day difference here, you know? This is where I should have been, okay? We end the games much faster. We're up 12-0. You know, the 3v3 Pro is nice when it's not a sweat session at 4 a.m. against the same team over and over again. I mean, these guys have basically just given up on like the entire game. They're inbounding the ball on roll passes, and we're up 15-0. We almost 21-0'd them on the 3s court. Gonna pass it to my boy Scomo for a nice, easy big green, and that gives us the A+ teammate grade. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, they just started trolling. They were inbounding the ball, talking crap to each other in game chat. They were just rattled. Now, we did not get nearly as much VC. As you see right there, we had an A+ teammate grade and only got 640 VC. So I basically missed out on 1,000 VC. Now, that is what I'm talking about, why 3v3 Pro Am, if you're playing during a time period when, you know, there's not just one team online, especially if you're West and you're trying to get VC, 3v3 Pro Am is definitely the wave. But because I'm West and we're playing West servers, there was literally nobody else on. So might as well hit the park, get some easier games, try to get some dubs, and just secure my VC so I don't have to like completely drool between every single game. Here, though, we are up 6-3, 2 for 2. Can't really get a contest on me with a build that small, not going to lie. Going to go ahead into the misdirect and then set my feet, knock down the shot, and we are up 9-3. Following play, looking to play some good defense here. My boy Becca's has him in a box, but he jumps at nothing, and he doinks it. I mean, yo, great shot. We can't give up an O-board there, though. Somehow I don't get a shot contest on that closeout. I really feel like that should be a contest in NBA 2K26. Like, it has to be a contest, right? Like, surely. But it didn't give me a contest, so it is what it is. We go into the next play. We're now down, but I end up getting a bucket, and we get a stop to make it 15-14. Catch both of them jumping, and go ahead and shoot that little crab animation. He's on my hip, and that's going to be an easy bucket to make it 18-14. He does have deep bomber going into the quarter fade, and he's going to knock that down. Now it's getting a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. This is a game we should have been had away, but hey, it is what it is. You know, sometimes it happens in the park. You take people lightly and you let them into the game, but we end up getting the W. A+ teammate grade, 21 points, and another 651 VC. So by my calculations, just on those 2 games alone, I'm missing out on 2,000 VC. That will add up over time. So it was time to go back to the 3v3 Pro-Am. Maybe there's other people playing, and we end up running into a nerd team off the rip, 36-7. So I'm like, oh, come on, bro. No way I came back in here to play this. Like, first play, though, we go up 3-0. We end up getting a stop, and we're quickly out on the break, and I knock down another one to make it 6-3. I mean, Chet homegrown can't guard me. Victor or Chet? Who are you taking? Come on, bro. We're taking Victor Wembanyama every time. And I did hear that Victor actually grew, and he is now 7'5". I mean, All right, bro. My bad, man. 2K27, I guess we're going to have 7'5" centers. Like, there's no way the guy is still growing. What is he going to be, 7'7" a year from now? This is insane. 12-5, though. I haven't missed this shot yet. Maybe the park was right for me. Maybe he just got my jump shot right now. We got 15 points to the name. Chet is trying to shoot over Becca's. Becca's actually didn't get a contest there because, obviously, you know, Chet was 7'4". But, Chet, you got to jump at me too, big fella. We get a nice little easy, quick bucket. 18 points. Perfect from the field. Gonna throw the ball to Becca's off-ball decks. Wide open in the corner. I trolled it. I could have been perfect. Missed wide open, but we finished 7 for 8, 6 for 7, and we get 1,500 VC. Gotta be in that 3v3 pro whenever I can, man. I'm not shooting the best from 3. I'm not gonna lie. Ignore that 3-point percentage. 57% from 3. Might be the lowest I've ever seen myself shoot on any build in the game. If you look at my PlayStation account, I shoot almost 90% from 3 on my 7.4. Now, it does have legend shooting badges compared to this one's gold and silver, and sometimes bronze when we've been using it. Now, I will say it feels a lot better with the gold badges. I feel like, you know, we've definitely picked up the shooting on the build. As you can see, I mean, in the video, look, once again, I'm 100%. We're midway through the game. I got 4 threes off, and I'm 4 for 4. That's back-to-back games. We weren't doing that in the beginning of the video. So the build is definitely getting better as the video is going on. Obviously, you know, we're getting more upgrades, better badges. We're eventually going to be getting our +1s and +2s from the crew. So we will take it. I mean, this build feels good at this point. 15 points to my name. I'm getting doubled in the corner. It don't matter. We're going to no-dip over though, man. No dip in that day. Come on, man. 1,600 VC to my name. Woohoo! And we got 6,700 my points. That is a huge telltale sign that I need to make sure I'm shooting a high percentage from 3 anytime I'm doing a no money spent video and just getting a lot of 3s off. 7K my points is a lot of my points, okay? So I think it's going to be the standstill shots that helps me so much, as well as good shot contest. If you guys don't know, after a game is over, you can actually see why you got so much rep / my points if you hit X, and it will tell you. So standstill shots are pretty good, as well as good shot contests. So I got to make sure I'm paying attention to that, and I am knocking those shots down. But right into the next game, not shooting the best. 57% from 3. I definitely was not focused. Ended up messing up my 3-point percent, and I'm not going to get as much my points as you'll see at the end of this game. But we also need to focus on winning this game here. Score is 12-10. Catch the ball on the wing. Just going to shoot over both of them. They're not tall enough to guard me. Becca's, I'm on a little off ball. He's on my hip. That's going to be an 8% contest. 18-17, though. Chance to win the game. Going to flare up out of the corner. You can't guard that. I'm not going to lie. 7 for 11 from 3. Another player at a game. And as you can see, I still got 7,000 my points because I knocked down 7 threes. We will take it, but not near as much VC. 7K VC, though, going into that 73 overall. Now we do have 86 post control. So now we get Unpluckable. Now we're feeling a lot better ourselves, not getting ripped out of the trap or animations, and just in general getting ripped when we're dribbling around the court. Going into the next game, we are down a 3-4. I knocked down a 3 to make it 6-4. We end up getting a stop. Following possession, I knock it down 3 for 3 from the field. They both double jump at me. You know I'm going to stop and pop from the top of the key. Up 12-4. This one's looking like it's over before it even started. Now, I will say, hey, bro, their court is tough, okay? They got the little valley thing on it. I like the all black with the white lines on the outside. And then like the little like tan, like Jordan stylish court in the middle. It reminds me of the old like 23 court that we had. I forget, was it 18 that we had that court? But I know you guys remember the Jordan court and the MyCareer. My old 29-year-old self. Well, I'm technically not 29 yet. Maybe 29 by the time you watch this video. Our birthday is October 11th. I'm doing this voiceover on October 9th. So, you know, I'm almost 30. Am I officially unk? Let me know in the comments, man. Like, I feel like I'm not really unk till I'm 30, okay? I still feel like I'm 15 years of age. I'm going to be real with you. Like, I'm really not 30 yet. But we are done with 3v3 Pro-Am. We're sitting at 73 overall. It's time to start streak hunting. This is where it's going to get serious. This is our very first streak. These guys are on a 12-game win streak. We shoot 68% from 3 in the park. We're playing point guard. It's time to see what Wemby has. Can we start taking down these fireballs and really scale this VC and make some crazy bread? First game, we get a stop up 3-0. Come on. We're locked in. It is time to get these dubs. Bringing the ball down the floor, I end up getting an on-ball pluck with my analog stick and accidentally shoot it, but Humble Ty has my back. He runs it down and finds me at the top of the key. Bro, I didn't even move. I was so rattled that I just shot that after getting an on-ball pluck. I don't even know what to say, dude. I felt terrible. But we end up going up 6-0. He knocks one down on my face. I don't get a contest. I have to jump at that. Even though I'm 7-4, I still got to jump. That's frustrating, but it is what it is. A double screen coming out of nowhere. They don't jump at me, and you know I'm shooting over those, man. Big Wemby, we're up 9-3. We need to not give up a three-pointer here. We love that. Anytime somebody takes a dunk in the park, I literally count it as a stop. I don't know if you guys have played park against these high-level streaks, but every time I play a streak, bro, it's a 6-2 or a 6-1, and he's going 7 for 7 from 3. Like, you just can't stop him. Like, you play sides on it, he shoots a peak. Like, there's just nothing. Eventually, he gets deep bomber, and he's shooting the ball from behind half court. Like, you just can't. There's no getting a stop on it. So, anytime I see somebody take a two-pointer, I'm like, yep, we got to stop. Let's go. Like, let's go get a 3-up. We got to stop. Thank God. Like, they actually took a stop. They actually took a 2. Let's win this ball game. So 12-7 though, right off the rip, Ty hits me on the wing. He overruns me to make it 15-10 now. We knock down the 3, 18-10. Hey, bro, this is a lot of VC that's about to go in my pocket. I'm feeling really good. This is dead a whole maybe 2 upgrades at this overall. 12K VC is a lot of VC. Shoot, and the higher overalls, 12K VC is literally a single upgrade. It's like 10K VC to go up in overall. Next play, they're going to off-ball Dex here. My guy doesn't jump, and I'm able to no-dip it just straight over his head. Nothing he can do about it. 21 points, 7 for 8 from the field. 5K VC going in my pocket. Hey, bro. They are not happy in game chat. You know I had to laugh at them a little bit. I ain't going to lie. But it's time to roll into the next streak. These guys are about to be on a 10 game, and we need another 5K VC. If we beat both of these, that's 10K in the pocket. Those last guys we just beat were on a 12. These guys are on a 10. 10 equals 5K. You know we had to run it down. Starting it off up 3-0 again because we got an early stop. You know I got to get another 3 off. We are up 6-2. They took a 2. You can't take a 2 against me. Now look, we're up 2 possessions. We basically got 2 stops because I got 2 3s off. They took a dunk and we got a steal. Following possession though, 6-4. We give up the dunk. I'm telling you, man, we give up a dunk. We're going to get a 3 off. Come down the court. Ty's going to hit me. I take the screen. He reaches out of the play. Do not reach in NBA 2K26. All right, guys. NBA 2K Labs, if you guys know what that is, they posted the stats. If the offensive player has all of his adrenaline bars and you have all of your adrenaline bars, the odds of you getting a steal are below 1%. But if you bump him and take an adrenaline bar and you haven't reached yet, so you have all 3 of your adrenaline bars, it goes up to 8%. If you take all 3 of his adrenaline bars without reaching, aka you get 3 bumps, if you body him up 3 times, you have a 28% chance to get a steal, an on-ball steal. So stop reaching in on-ball scenarios until as late, maybe in a shot clock, 8-9 seconds left. That's not a bad reach because it resets to 14 and you've taken his adrenaline bars. Now you do give him his adrenaline bars back, but you at least have a chance of getting an on-ball steal at that point in time. Those early in the shot clock reaches, all they do is give up free threes because you're going to reach yourself out of the play and somebody's going to be open. You're not getting a stop. Play honest D. Use your left bumper to activate your on-ball menace like we talked about earlier in the video. Take those adrenaline bars and then start reaching. That's great defense by Tyler. He was in that lane. I'm fine with people reaching in passing lanes, but don't reach on the ball. Play good defense. Trust the game to just give you the pluck. Like right there, Rangers just had a stick up and was standing in front of him, and the game gave him a steal. We ended up handing out the belt to these guys. I got 18 points to my name, 86% from 3. Hey, bro. Wemby is handling business on these streaks. Little back fade out of Ty. We go 7 for 8 from the 3-point line. You can't take 2s against us. They took 3 2s. Everything else was a turnover. And we get 5,588 VC, 6K my points. Hey, Wembanyama is eating. We got 20K VC to our name now. It is time for our next upgrades, and we're able to go up so many overalls now. Look at this. We can max out our perimeter, max out our steal. We're able to go up again In the other categories like vertical, we spend 13K VC to go to 74 overall. And we're left over with 7K. We're going to head back to the 3v3 Pro-Am for a bit because my teammates were about to get offline. And, you know, we just wanted to get some quick VC before they got off because we didn't have enough time to, like, actually play a streak. Straight into the Pro-Am, though, 3-3. We're knocking down the shot off rip. As you can see, I got that takeover for the glass gunner that gives me +1 to my 3-point shot, +2 to my midi, and +1 to my D board. That way we can secure rebounds. Great steal out of Ty there. I'm able to just go down and secure the rebound with him. Since it didn't give him the steal, they actually doinked the crap out of that wide open. They should have made that shot. That was looking like the Philadelphia Eagles tonight against the Giants. Now, I feel bad for Eagle fans watching the offensive coordinator. I'm not going to lie. That is just bad football, man. It's disgusting. And just like that was bad football, that was bad basketball. We should have had that steal, and then he just ended up doinking wide open. Once again, though, Ty is in them lanes. Great steal and pass from humble Ty. We go up 9-3. Hey, we're locked in here. Finds me once again in the corner. End up missing, but Mr. Rangers is down there to clean it up in a kick-out pass, and I doink again. Hey, what is wrong with me? I got to lock it in here, man. 67% from 3. We're able to knock that one down and put my team in a very good situation here. This is a game that, like, hey, if we lose this, it might be time to delete NBA 2K. It just might be time to hang up the boots and we go on to another game. You know, I wasn't cut for it. We're up 12-3. We got to win these games. So it's time to put it away. I'm going to inbound my ball to my boy Ty. He took off and I almost threw a turnover. I'm not going to lie. But he finds me wide open. I'm going to take that midi. Nice layup, Hollywood. Hey, bro, if you take deep middies or even dunks or layups on this game, you are trolling your team on the threes. Now, on the twos, that's a different story because it's make it, take it. So if you get the bucket, you know, it's 2 points, ball back. You got some takeover. I love taking twos on the twos. But on the threes, we take threes, okay? It's a 3-point game. Get 7 threes up and you win the game. If they take 5 threes and a dunk, you win the game, even if they get ball first. Like, lock in, get those threes up. Trust your team to force somebody to take a 2 and win the ball game. As you can see, though, here, we are up 17-9. I get out on the break. If I would have taken a 3 earlier, this game would be over. But it's not, so, you know, we got to close it out with one more shot. Get wide open at the top of the key, well, top of the wing, and we knock down 23 points, 1,600 VC to our name because we got that A+ teammate grade, and we are just racking up the player to games right now. This is the most I've ever had a player to game on any 69 no money spent video. If you guys watched my Shaq one last year, we did Kobe last year, we did T-Mac last year. All 3 of those videos, I barely had players of the game. Like, there's just that's not something that we were doing consistently. So I will say this is probably the most fun I've had in a no money spent video. Now, with that being said, we do have plans for no money spent videos. If you guys want to see another video, make sure to drop a like for your boy. We have Wilt Chamberlain coming. I'm gonna have a little bit of a twist though. All right, hear me out. My old unks are gonna be a little bit mad, but I believe if Wilt Chamberlain played in the NBA today, we've seen clips of his jumper, he would have a 3-ball. He would have developed a jump shot. He was so athletic, so fast. He ran under a 5 in the 40-yard dash, 4 steps to get across the court. The guy would have had a jumper, man. I believe if he was in today's modern-day NBA, if he was born in today's society, he would have developed a jump shot, and he would be able to knock down a 3-ball. So, now, I'm not going to give him an 89 3-ball. But I believe he needs to have just enough to be able to knock down jump shots. Watch in this game is an 83. So he's going to get like bronze limitless, you know, silver set shot that we could +2 if he wanted to. And then he'll have a little bit of a decent midi, like a little 80 midi. Nothing too crazy, okay? But I believe we're going to do Wilt Chamberlain with a 3-ball for our next no money spent. Now, he is going to be extremely athletic. You know, we're going to have crazy vert, good rebounding, good dunking. But I do want to give him a little bit of 3-ball because I truthfully think in today's society, he would have. So it's going to be like a what if Wilt Chamberlain was born today? What if Wilt Chamberlain was on the Lakers nowadays? You know what I mean? That kind of energy, I think, would be really fun, really exciting, something new and fresh for the channel. And then we also have, you know, some other ideas coming. We got like, I want to do Dirk Nowitzki, some other guards. You know, if you guys have any people that you might want to see in a no money spent video, make sure to let me know in the comments section, bro. I love reading the comments and taking your guys' ideas and executing those. Going to the next game, though. Went up to 75 overall, and there's a man on the court that you guys might not have seen in the last 2 years. Yes, that is right. IQ contained, the 2K23 duo is back. Every single night he's been loading up. We've been playing a couple of games. He actually just announced that he's joining the 1v1 to start playing, you know, wagers and stuff again. And me and him are going to be doing a wager here soon, to be announced. We already have it set up with the opponent that we are going to be playing. So if you guys want to see that, hey, bro, be on the lookout for the end of October. It's going to be our first wager back as a duo. I'm super excited for it. There was a lot of trash talk going on with us and this specific creator back in 2K23. So it's kind of like, you know, it's been long overdue to say the least. So we think it's valid for our first wager back. Also, speaking on wagers, me, Flight Reacts, and Original Malik are going to be wagering Ticino. If you guys, you know, obviously know who Ticino is, that's going to be something that you need to look out for here soon. Ticino wanted to wager cash out before he played us, so we're just waiting on that wager to be complete, and then we're going to be able to set up our wager against Ticino on the 3s court. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that, and then we might even do like a little like me and Cash Nasty versus Malik and Flight on the 2s, which would be a lot of fun. I mean, I just don't know what me and Cash would do as far as a lineup goes on the 2s. You know, like I guess maybe Cash brings out his guard. I've never seen Cash play guard on the 2s. He has been playing a lot of 1s lately, so maybe we'd let Cash play guard, or I make a guard and Cash makes a center. I just don't. I can't imagine Cash Nasty getting on center, right? And Flight's gonna play guard, so you know you might as well have Cash play guard, and then me and Malik just play center and let them kind of ball it out. You know, it is what it is. Like on the game and in real life, you know, Cash Nasty kind of has the edge in real life in the 1v1s. Flight did beat him, I'm pretty sure, in like the last time they played, but for the most part, I think Cash has won just about every time they played. Also, shout out to Flight, man. That's my dog. But yeah, I think that'll be some fun content. We're definitely gonna look into stuff like that coming into November and December, as you know, we're not really grinding park rep anymore. We're already starter 4 on Xbox and starter 5 on PlayStation. So yeah, I think that'll be some fun content. Do some lighthearted wagers. I mean, obviously I'm gonna be locked in trying to win, but it's not that big of a deal, win or lose. Going into the next game here, though, my boy IQ is going to inbound it to me off the rip, and we just love those inbound no dips. I do that every single game. For all of my poppers and centers out there, if you guys aren't no dipping off the catch like instantly to start the game off, you're missing out. It's a free bucket. Like, the defense literally never guards it. I don't know why. I still haven't figured out why they don't guard it, but they don't. You know, it is what it is. I'm going to take my free buckets, though. I'm telling you that much. I'm going to get my free bucket. 6-2, though, here. Things are looking good. Playing some decent defense. IQ contains. Going to get us a stop. I'm out on the break. Ty throws the break. He closes out on me late here. Got to set a big body screen. I find IQ wide open on the wing. I have terrible pass accuracy. I mean, that was bad. Like, it took my player probably a good 3 business days to get the ball to the wing. So we definitely need to upgrade that pass ac at some point, but good shot out of IQ. We go up 9-2. Good jump by Ty, forcing him to attack the rim. IQ drops. Great defense out of the roster. IQ finds me wide open in the wing / corner, and that's a knockdown. We are 3 for 3, 9 points. We already got a B teammate grade. This is looking like another player of the game. Ty with a phenomenal block and board. Kicks it to me. I should have extra'd that. I'm not going to lie. But my whole reason for shooting that, hear me out, is once I kind of hit that 11-point mark, I feel safe in getting the player of the game to get the maximum VC. And IQ already knows what we're doing right now. Like, IQ is feeding me on off-ball screens because we're trying to get me player of the game so I get the most VC possible out of this. Now, we're sitting at an 8 teammate grade with 14 points, 1 assist. We're hooping. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this literally feels like a shot creating stretch from like 2K19, 2K20 days. Like, I feel like I could score every single play if need be. I can get ankle breakers with my sharp take. You know, things are just good with stretch bigs this year. I see no point in making an inside big unless you are gonna play the 2s all day with like a 6'8" and, you know, watch him fade and like just set big body screens and like stand under the rim. You don't need a inside. The inside has nowhere to be found on the 3s court. With how good centers can shoot in the pure green window in this game, if you have an inside, all you're doing is allowing teams to double your guard and force them to throw the slip. If you're on a popper, they have to play sides. Your guard has a chance to, you know, maybe bake the back end for the other team or take advantage of a switch onto a guard. But if you're on an inside, On anything other than the 2s, you are trolling. Now, insides on the 2s are great because 6'8s have the ability to score 22 points every single game. They don't need to give you the ball. And on the occasion that they do miss one time, you should be able to secure that rebound being on an inside because, you know, you set a good enough screen to get them wide open, or you force the switch and you have the guard trying to fight you for an offensive board, and you have like a 99-0 board. You know, you should be able to get that board, okay? Rio with a great rebound. Speaking of rebounds, shout out to my boy Rio, another guy that we ran up with in the no money spent. This is going to be your first time seeing him in the gameplay. Rio setting another big body screen, and we got 12 points straight into the next game. We're up 12-5 here. Looking very, very easy for the boys. Now, this guy has an actually pretty fire name, though. Hold the L2 is low-key a W username. I'm not going to lie. I don't really like the 2K usernames like, oh my gosh, guard my fade. V stage guard. Like, all those names make me cringe, but Hold the L2 is low-key tough. I ain't gonna lie. That actually is a decent name. 18-10 though, not really much to talk about or write home to mom about in this game, man. We are just kind of handling these guys as we expect to. You know, we have 3 really good players on the court, and we're all kind of in our best role. I'm best when I'm on a popper. Rio is best on a popper, and IQ is best when he's on a guard. Great pass out of IQ. I get another player of the game, 1,669 VC going into my name. And we go into the next game, which is the Nerds. So this is WST Daryl, as well as a couple of other people. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what happened here. So we play these guys. They're, you know, a top 10 team in the world. And we beat them. And they actually get extremely upset about the lineup we're running. And they joined my Discord because we were in an open channel, Mr. WST Daryl, and decided that he was going to play a voiceover ad lib in the Discord of somebody screaming the hard R and a lot of other TOS words. And this guy was live on Kick. I mean, brother, that's just like the weirdest energy I've ever experienced in my life. And on top of that, you joined the Discord on a burner account because you thought we wouldn't figure it out. We literally looked back through your VOD and heard your teammate play the short video, and you go, yo, chill, and you're chuckling and laughing about it, bro. Like, it's so obvious, man. Like, you guys tried to hide that it was you. Clearly, it was you guys. You guys were talking insane in my chat. You're weird. It's a video game, bro. There's no reason to try to get somebody banned on a social media platform because they beat you in a video game. By the way, I would never get banned for that because I'm partnered on Twitch. But, yo, WST Daryl, Deposit, whatever your name is, all 3 of you guys, y'all are weird, bro. If you ever do something like that again, man, hey, yo, W snitch inbound, I will be letting 2K know. And I'll be getting y'all packed up. I ain't gonna lie, because we've gotten a couple people packed up for things they said in game chat. And I've seen, you know, Mr. Bullet TV get packed up for stuff he said on stream about NBA 2K and like one of their like devs. But hey, bro, I'm gonna be real. Y'all say something like that again or pull anything like that, you're done. I'm not gonna let it slide twice. I low-key let it slide because I didn't want to give it that much energy, but I'm giving it energy here, and I'm letting y'all know, hey, you guys can send this to him if he's your homie. But that was really weird, bro, and you got it, man. And enjoy this belt, though, because we beat you guys once, and then we ended up playing you guys again, and you got lucky. It's that simple. Here we go, though. 12-12, my boy IQ is going to go ahead and feed me. If I was on a 7-1 against these guys, it wouldn't even have been a close game. I'm not going to lie. I get such easier baskets on my 7-1 because of how fast the build is. This one I kind of just have to like wiggle and pray the defender really gets out of position. Good defense out of IQ, great recover. Daryl's gonna fade the ball in the corner, and IQ plays a phenomenal defensive possession there. I'm not gonna lie. Terrible pass though by Rio. He just threw IQ stop to the mud, bro. 15-12. They end up getting the ball back. Yo, like, Rio, you gotta slow it down there, my guy. What is that pass? And then there is another thing that's going on. I don't know if you guys have played 3v3 Pro-Am. My biggest complaint right now with 3v3 Pro-Am is anytime there's a foul or turnover, the game actually has a camera that you get stuck on that is like a zoomed in version of everybody's my player, and you can't even see the ball is inbounded. And people can just dribble down the court and basically get a free bucket off it. 15-15 though, I got the ball. Gonna go ahead and utilize the screens, try to wiggle to get open here. I end up getting into a crab animation, and the lock is just spamming me. So I'm going to put it up in his face. We go up 18-15, and I'm 86% from 3. I'm getting a 3 off basically every play. So at this point, I'm telling my lock and my center, well, IQ's not really on a lock. He's on like a 2's guard build. He's on a little 6'8". Well, I'm telling Rio and Mr. IQ that we need to trapper this guard and force somebody else to beat us. No matter what we do, we don't give up a 3. And they get confused and give up the easiest bucket that we could possibly give up there, which is a corner fade. There's just no way we should ever be giving up a corner fade 18 to 15. Now, if he popped us to the middle, it is what it is. But great jump out of the defense, but it's just not going to be enough, man. I already got takeover at that point. I'm knocking it down. And we end up taking the dub on the Weirdos. That one felt really good. As you can see, they were 142 and 36, man. So that one felt good. I'm not going to lie. We end up matching up with them again. And it's a whole lot of the same story. I mean, this is going to be another dog fight game, as you guys can see. I'm going to show the whole entire game here. So Rio's going to just inbound the ball to me. And now they've kind of seen what I already do. This is where the 7-4 low-key struggles, because people, once they've seen it once, they low-key can learn how to stop a 7-4. Now, 7-1 is different. When I have deep bomber, and I also have the ability to have a little bit of speed with ball and actually get to a fade animation and, like, shoot a fade, I can't really shoot a fade on a 7-4. Everything I shoot is kind of just, like, we're squared up to the rim, and we shoot. I mean, you could fade on a 7-4, but not as consistent as a 7-1 or a 6-11, because it's hard to get open. Now, they catch up with you when you start, like taking angles and stuff. But they end up doinking right off rip twice in a row, wide open, 3-0. Good screen by my boy Rio. We get to the top of the key. They get a jump, and it's still not enough, man. 34% chicken. Come on, man. Big shot out of Hollywood. Great jump by their center, I'm not going to lie. But it's just not enough. It's quite literally just not enough. Terrible defense right there out of my lock and my center. They didn't play sides. One of them committed to the slip instead of just giving up the slip. We are up 6-3. I'm halfway into my takeover. Stop giving up the slip. And then I'm just going to start no-dipping these guys, because I know they're kind of like sitting on my catch animation. As you can see right there, I just literally strictly no-dipped him with his hand up, and there was nothing he could do. And then we finally got our trapper off, forced him to take it 2. We are up 9-5. This is basically our game to win. Now, the only way we can lose this game is if we try to run like an off ball and we feed the lock of steel. As you can see right here, though, he reaches. I end up missing. Gonna get another 3 off here. Lock is late closing out. 12 points to my name. We are up 12-5, but the lock ends up getting a couple steals. Here's another steal from him, because we are still trying to throw the off-ball pass. We are literally letting the lock separate. Just give me the rock, and it's over. Like, I quite literally just start coming towards the ball, because this lock is getting scary in those lanes. He hits Rio. IQ Contain was actually wide open there, but he doesn't shoot it. Center jumps out of the play to make it 19-16. We are locked in, baby. 71% from 3. Things are looking good. Daryl comes down and takes it 2, and he's trying to trust his defense to get him a stop here. Now, the way Young Deposit was playing, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I gave him a whole lot of credit, because I didn't realize, like, the TOS that they were saying and, like, all the weird stuff they were doing, but I was like, yo, this lock is, like, actually insane. This YouTube Deposit kid is a hooper. So it really sucks that they, like, did something weird. Like, I don't know, bro. That's just me. It is what it is. I know the center is, like, one of the WST guys, but he has, like, a different username. But good defense out of them here. 18-19. Rio with the ball. He had a chance to get a shot up there to win the game. IQ Contained for the cheddar, and we put him down. That's back-to-back. Hey, we 2-0. It's coming to a point where WST might just have to hang it up, man. Stop challenging us. You know what I'm saying? Hey. 13K VC to my name, and it is time to upgrade the build again. We're going to go to an 85 midi, and it's time to try some 2s. My team ended up getting off, so I went to bed, woke up the next day, and Mr. Humble Tyler was on, so we don't really have a 3rd. So I'm going to try to play some 2s on the 7-4. Now, this is not the best build for the 2s. Once again, not being able to get to a fade animation because I'm too slow is just not the best option for scoring the basketball. But if I can get these, like, early catch animations, you know, get some wide open catches and put myself, like, in a situation where my lock can get an O board. If I miss, it's going to be okay. So he ends up jumping on me early, take a little dribble, and we make the game 8-6. Not a bad game so far from me and Ty on the 2s. It's definitely going to be a little bit of a struggle here. No dip in that first catch. We get a slightly late on the timing because of the no dip, but then they end up getting a stop, and that makes it 11-14. Great defense. They miss a wide open floater. Tie with the steamer to me. I'm 4 for 5. Hey, we're playing good ball. Like, the only way they even got the ball back is because I missed a wide open shot. Great scheme out of Ty, ends up jumping. The guard, you know, this is where it comes down to being a 7-4. If I'm on a 7-1, I would have probably got to a fade animation there, or just even try to shoot the ball. But like, it's just not open on the 7-4. I hit Ty on the slip, and he hits a WPB, and we end up taking a W on the first twos game. Not a bad play. 649 VC, A+ teammate grade. You love to see it. Straight into the next game, we catch him jumping in the paint. The lock actually steps onto my hip, so you know I got to pull that man, making it 3-0. Ty ends up getting by his man. Not going to take the dunk there. I don't know what he was doing, but hey, he ended up getting his own board. We'll take it. Angel Reese in that thing, and then swinging it back to me. We go up 6-0. Little early on decks. Find myself in the mid-range wide open, so why not shoot it? Why not let it fly? Especially on the twos. Now, on the threes, I'm not shooting that. I'm going to be real with you. But on the twos, I don't mind taking 2-pointers. It helps me get my takeover. And it's just a wide open jump shot. Simple enough. Right now, though, we got 11 points to our name. We are shooting perfect from the field. We're looking pretty good with gold shooting badge. We got gold, set shot, and silver deadeye right now. And bronze, limitless. And hey, we're 17 points perfect from the field. This is what you want out of a twos game. I end up hitting Ty wide open in the corner off the decks, and he knocks it down. We're able to slide 652 VC into our pocket, and then we actually end up getting a third online, so we know we got to head over to the threes court. Now we are on the threes with my boy Ty, and we're trying to get some W's here. We're up 6-3. Ty with a little off-ball screen, double on-ball screen, and they both slip to the rim, but it does not matter. No boards here. Big 30% contested, and we are just utilizing these screens to get open every single play. We're up 12-9 right now. We need to get a stop. I ain't gonna lie. They are getting a lot of threes off. Big miscues on defense. Somehow that wasn't a contest. I mean, I actually don't know how that one was not a contest. Like, he jumped, and then he was still in front of him with a hand up on the tail end of that and didn't get a contest. But we're up 15-12. Rio and Ty need to try to get me a stop. They're just getting a bucket essentially every time down the court right now. So we need to earn ourselves a stop right here and kind of put this game away. I end up jumping at mine, but Ty sags off his man and is trying to reach in the lane to make it 15-15. This is a stressful one. I'm not going to lie. Off ball coming from Rio. I'm going to kind of dex around here. I got two people on me. I end up actually getting open. Wow, that passed through me super far. Able to knock down the shot because he's behind me. And that's essentially a crap. We're 83% from three. No threes here. They're going to run a little double screen. Off ball kind of deck scenario. Wow, I don't know how that wasn't a steal. Same situation again, but Rio doesn't fight back to his man. Rio, I was just reaching at the pass. We got lucky. It ended up being a 2-pointer there, but definitely a major miscue out of Rio. Like, he just got to get back to his man. We don't want to ever put the 7-4 onto the ball handler. Anyways, in that scenario, he should always be trying to fight back. 17-18, though, they bumped me into the backcourt. I mean, that's just insane bump animations. I end up finding Ty, though, wide open in the corner for the win. Ty's not going to miss that. He really doesn't miss on his lock. I'm going to be honest. He's actually one of the better shooting lockdowns. I think it's really hard to play lock defense in this game in general, though, but time to upgrade to our next overall. We got 8400 VC. We're going to use it all here, and we only get 260 VC left after that overall upgrade. Gonna head back to the 3v3 Pro-Am now. Now, I am not the true ball handler on this roster with this team. I ended up picking up my boy Tough, and then now he's going to be kind of like playing like a true point guard, and then we're playing with Becca's as well, who's on a lockdown. So I'm essentially the only center on the court. I really don't like running this lineup because I just feel like it's not meta, okay? It's a normal lineup essentially, and I'm kind of slow on the 7-4. Like, I'm really not a back end, right? I can't really do much with my 61 speed trying to like step up and help, you know, us not give up any 3-pointers. End up getting a little off-ball decks here though. Knock it down to go up 12-6. And we're still winning games. Like, I may not be able to get player to game with this kind of lineup because, you know, I only got 7 points and we have 12 total points. It's more than likely going to go to Tough because he has 5 points, 2 assists. Since he was able to pass to me, he essentially has the ball in his hand by default. That's the only thing that sucks. So we definitely don't get no player to games. And Becca's is grabbing every single rebound. Good board by him. Tough finds me at the top of the key wide open. I'm able to knock it down. 10 points, 50% from 3. Not a bad game, not a great game. You know, we'll take it though. Get some VC here. Try to pick up for Tough, force him out of bounds, but he actually ends up not going out of bounds. I don't know how that's not out of bounds. They swing it to flow game at the top, 6-15. I'm kind of just trying to force him to throw the slip. Becca's should not have ran down to the paint right there. If there's a guy under the rim on the threes court, do not go with him. leave that slip. If he doesn't go down there, that guy takes the dunk, and we only give up a 2 instead of a 3. Don't leave your 7'4" to guard somebody shooting a back fade on the perimeter. But, you know, we live and we learn. We still got 1100 VC, even though we did not get player of the game. Tough finds me wide open at the top of the key in the next game to make it 6-5. And we're just going to grind this out, man. We need this VC. We currently can, I think, go to 92 overall on our build. So we're not really in a situation where we need the my points yet, but the VC is very important. Excuse me, I had to crack my Red Bull. This is a very, very long voiceover, so we need some caffeine to finish this up. Hey, man, Red Bull, if you want to sponsor me, I'm not going to hate you for it, all right? We used to be partnered with Red Bull, actually. They used to send me like 48 cans of Red Bull a month back in 2K20, but they haven't done that in a long time since I moved away from Miami. So, hey, Red Bull, if you want to hit your boy back up, we still got the mini fridge. You can feel free to slide them that way, man. We do love our sugar-free Red Bulls over here. But 20-14 in this game, kind of taking care of business. Only got 9 points to my name, man. Just not really getting any player of the games with this roster, which kind of sucks, but hey, we're getting some easy free W's. Good defense from Tough. Somehow he still gets the square dunk off. It is what it is. Not much we can do there. That was pretty good defense. 20-16 though, just gonna kind of leave Tough to do his thing with that deep bomber badge, see if he can get a bucket. He throws it to me. I'm gonna get a PB animation, and he misses. I mean, that's a rare miss from Tough NYC, especially with that deep bomber badge. They end up getting a 3 though, 20-19. Tough coming down the court. Still has that deep bomber. It hasn't gone away. I don't know what causes the badge to go away, but they need to fix it. I don't know if for all of my guards that, you know, you try to utilize your deep bombers, you can see it just literally went away for no reason right there. Tough did absolutely nothing besides come and get the basketball from me, and his deep bomber went away. But get 990 VC, end up hitting a game-winning shot there, and we are 43-6. Not a bad record considering the overall in the build. We definitely took some L's, you know, because I'm on a 7-4 in the threes court. I just don't really think a 7-4 belongs much in like the competitive aspect of the game, just because it's so slow on defense. You end up giving buckets, especially against teams that know how to like utilize forcing you into the PNR when you only got 61 speed. It's just not fun. But when you have a guard giving you the ball basically every play, you get a 3 off every play. I mean, it's 12-12 right now. We were 3 for 3 from 3. I'm looking to get another 3 off here. I mean, you could shoot stuff like that. If you have a guard that's like, you know, putting up 7 shots a game, there's no point in being on a 7-4. But if you're the main scorer on the 7-4, it is very useful. But for instance, when I'm playing with people like Tough NYC, who is probably one of the best scorers in NBA 2K26, if you guys watch me play with this guy, he is just a walking bucket. I really don't need to score the ball. So the perfect lineup for somebody like him is like me playing on a popper with a lock, or even like a double center lineup, like with a faster popper and like a slower popper. So that way, you know, one of us can play his back end and he can guard the ball, or we have a lock that guards the ball and I play back end. But like I said, somebody like Tough NYC, bro, they don't need me to score the ball. I promise you. Like, here we go. We're going to be playing a 20 win streak on the twos, me and Tough. These guys are chickens. 78% from 3. They're in the one-of-a-kind crew. We got to start off with a stop. So we're going to have to fight here. I'm on a 7-4 and he's on a 6-8, man. This is not the best lineup for the twos, but we're going to try to make it work here because we want this VC. This is a whole lot of VC if we beat this. We end up actually starting off with a stop, but hey, bro, I'm going to be real. I just don't have any rebound, man. You guys haven't seen me upgrade it yet. Like, there's nothing there for me to be able to get vertical to get that board, but we're going to try to fight to get a board. Tough is working hard on the defensive end around these screens. They end up greening another fade, and we go down 5-0. This 20K VC, man, I need it, bro. We got to lock in. I know Tough, bro. I sold. I didn't get the board, but Tough gets a nice blitz animation, but they pick it right back up. I mean, I swear I never pick the ball up instantly whenever somebody plucks me, but we plug him, and he just instantly picks it up and hits a 31% contested in my boy Tough's face. Like, that just, yeah, that shouldn't be a 31. I'm going to be real. That should be a smothered. Like, he had no space to work with. He's fading in the corner, out of the wing, and just doinks it. But then he misses wide open the ensuing play. So, hey, the 2K gods were on our side. I end up getting the board, thankfully. Kick it out to my boy Tough, who knocks down the 3. Now it's 3-7, and we have a chance. He should have given me a second to go back door there. I'm not going to lie, but it's kind of an awkward pass. Worked out. Ended up not getting ripped anyways. 7-3. Tough finds me on the wing. You know I'm knocking that down. I don't care if it's the 2's court or the 3's court. Your boy Hollywood is Munyon. Come on, bro. We're going to shoot that ball. He reaches out of the play with the backdoor cut. I do not have any dunk. I promise you I'm not dunking that. End up going out to the corner. They double me and leave Tough NYC open, bro. Tough is not missing that shot. I'm going to be real. Like, you cannot leave that open. On top of that, I got a little bit of dimer on my build. You know, like, it's going to be open, bro. It's a good shot by Tough. And then my guy ends up jumping. I have my icons up. I'm looking and staring at Tough. I really should have been ready to shoot the ball there. Ended up working out, though. He got to that mid-range fade that he loves. Able to make a decent move. I didn't really do much there offensively besides dribble in a circle with my icons up. I didn't even set him a screen right there. I played terrible that possession. Gonna go ahead and start off with a screen, though. Nice little pick and pop action. My guy is guarding nothing in the paint. Good defense, I guess, by Mr. Carey. 14-7, though, here. 20 win streak on the line. We need this 20K VC, man. I'm wide open and once again, but I got a kind of a funky animation on that catch. Tough ends up shooting a smothered, and that could be it. I'm not gonna lie. If you give people the ball back in this game, you basically lost. I'm gonna be real. Like, you really only get one stop at most, and we already have made him miss twice. We didn't even make him miss. He missed himself twice, and then Tough got a 31% contested. But we're gonna pull our shorts up and try to get this stop here. 14-11. We need this VC, bro. I can't stress it enough. That's a good foul by Tough. We got to let him know we're there. You know, make him a little bit scared to throw these passes. Maybe we can force him into throwing a scary pass and a possible turnover. Make sure we hold this trapper if he does come anywhere near us, but he's doing a good job by staying pretty deep there. Tough jumps. Able to catch him under the rim here into a trapper. Kicks it out to the center, who is scared to shoot the ball. And then he lates it. He gets no rhythm on his tempo fade. We need to close this out, man. Oh my gosh. This guy is throwing. If I'm his center, I am pissed off right now. There's just no way you miss 3 wide opens on my team. I'm going to be real. Like, that's just bad ball. Tough ends up catching me. I get jumped at, but it's not going to be enough. That guy is a baby, and I knew it. And I had sharp badge. I promise you I'm pulling that every time. Now, I did think it was going to be a 3-pointer. Ended up being a 2. Still worked out, though. Able to knock it down because of my sharp take. Tough gets him sliding. Snatch back 3, and we make that Munyon big streak breaker. 20K VC in the bank, and that is now my highest streak broken on Victor Wembanyama. And we love to see it, especially in these early overalls. That is going to jump us from 79 overall. We got 21K VC. We got a cat breaker we can utilize as well if we want to. And you know, it was a little scary on the twos, not having any rebounds, so I think we need to put some of this VC into getting some rebound, okay? We need to be able to grab a rebound, especially if we're going to try to streak hunt at all. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself that 80 board and then put a couple extra ticks. As you can see, the VC slowly goes up. The strength is pretty expensive on this build, I'm not going to lie. But we are able to get to that 75 strength with the 80 D board, and that puts us at 81 overall. I mean, we have a couple other options we could do here. We could get some pass act because I really don't get anything for that 75 strength. It's kind of worthless to say, like, at this point. Like, 75 strength doesn't give me brick wall or anything. So I definitely could utilize this in a different category. You know, we could go with that 60 interior defense to help us wall up a little bit better. So we're going to go with that 75 pass act and that 60 interior defense. We end up just absolutely flooding people on the threes courts, though. We get another 585 VC, just kind of flying through these games. And then we come into another streak. This one's only a 7, though, so not as much VC as that 20 game, not going to lie, but still a lot of VC. 0-0, we actually start the game off with a stop here. I'm able to just set my feet, wait for him to jump, get kind of settled into that top of the key situation, and then they tie it up, though, 3-3. Gonna have to inbound the ball here to tie. That's a little bit scary, bro. I hate when he takes off down the court like that, but they end up just leaving me wide open. Like, I didn't have to work to get open on that possession, and we go up 6-3. I'm feeling pretty good about this roster. Rangers is on the inside, and Ty's kind of on a lockdown, so if I do happen to miss, Rangers kind of just gets the board every single time, and then Ty's kind of like hopefully getting us stops against these smaller guards, you know, kind of forcing him to take twos. As you can see right now, it's easier said than done, though, in a game like this. These 6'2 guards are just so fast, and back ends are just so slow. I mean, Rangers has 80 speed max. I mean, he's just not catching up to help out Ty there at all. Able to change off that 3, though, with another 3. We are now down 9-12. I need to get a 3 up for my team. I get a 13% contested, and I knock it down. Ty ends up forcing a 2. We get the ball 15-17. I knock down a 3 to make it 18-17. We need them to take a 2 here. If they get a 3 up, it could be a GG's. He does have a deep bomber. That's terrible defense by Rangers. Man, I mean, he played his comeback when Ty had his comeback and just gives up the corner fade. But we got the ball with a chance to maybe go up 1 here. Finds me at the top of the key. And, hey, I knock it down. We got 18 points, 75% from 3. We just need to get a stop or force them to take a 2. Somebody else needs to beat us, man. Committing to the sides here. Rangers is committing to stopping Ty's corner. That's much better than what he did the last play. And the guard chucks that. I mean, brother. How did you get on a 7 streak shooting stuff like that, man? I mean, and then he closed app. 7 for 8, 1 turnover. Closed app to save his record, brother. Even if you have a good record, it's not going to save you from plays like that, my boy. You're going to be closing app every day. That was horrendous. But they ended up getting offline, and I loaded up with my boy Scomo and Jay Vela. Jay Vela is somebody that I grinded a lot of 3v3, like Rebirth, Resurgence, Ranked. We actually hit top 250 on Rebirth with him. And then we grinded with them all night. But then the next day, I woke up and we see a 25 win streak in the park. You know I'm licking my lips at this. We have my boy Rio and Baked. Baked was a recent addition to the Team Witness crew, man. And we have to lock in for this game. I got the brown shirt on. I'm trying to fool people. You know, I don't want them to know that I'm here. You know, that I'm a sweat. I don't want them to walk off the court because people are starting to figure out that, you know, Hollywood's running around in a Wembanyama like face scan, just shooting over people with a 7-4. We had people walking off streaks, so we had to go with the brown shirt. Almost throw a turnover. That was a scary pass. I'm able to pass fake though and end up getting a shot off to make it 3-0. Oh man, this is a lot of VC in the bank if we win this game. I'm so locked in right now. It's not even funny. Good defense out of Rio behind the back animation, and they end up taking a 2. That's a stop. We literally got to stop on the first play. We get a 3 off, and they take a 2. Now we have the ball with a chance to go up 2 possessions if we get a 3 here. Rio's just going to kind of dribble around. They end up spamming him. I was open there. He probably was passing it, but they ended up getting bailed out by a reach and foul. Off of the inbound, Rio did have me there. Didn't end up hitting me. Little slip animation. I could have shot with him on my back, but I'm able to still get open, and we go up 6-2. Now we are technically up 2 possessions. That's what I'm talking about by forcing teams to take 2s. Now we're in another situation. If we could force them to take a 2, we have a chance to go up 5. 2s are greater than 3s on the 2s court only, not on the 3s. On the 3s, you got to take them 3s, man. And they end up shooting another mid-range shot. And, hey, that might as well be the ball game as long as we don't turn the ball over here. Rio did have a wide open 3 look that actually left him, but he ends up finding me wide open. I knock it down. He ends up getting a 4% with his hand up, but that's definitely not enough to make me miss. The game is down 9-4, and we are in a very good spot. If we can somehow get a stop or force another 2, we'll go up almost 3 possessions on the 3s court, which is, we're in a really good standing here, though. But they end up knocking a 3 down. We're up 2 now with the ball in hand. We need to get a 3 up here to go up 5. Rio does an L2 glitch. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I need to learn how to do that. That thing is so fast and impossible to guard. We leave the pop wide open, and they knock it down, though. They are trading 3 for 3 right now, but we have the ball and a 2-point lead. This is about all you can ask for when you're playing against a 25-game streak. Gonna try to get open here for Rio. Rio's just kind of swerving around, like seeing if the defense is gonna leave him. The defense actually ended up leaving him, but Rio doesn't get the shot off. I end up pass faking, setting myself up at the top of the key. They don't step up. I mean, you got to step up on that. Even though I only have bronze limitless, that's not really considered limitless in this game, and I'm going to knock that down every time. 15-13. Let's see if we can find an answer. I'm currently 4 for 4 from 3. I just can't miss. Once again, he ends up jumping, and that is just way too open. I mean, I don't know what he was jumping at. I wasn't even thinking about shooting that. I was literally just waiting for him to jump. So this is actually the patched 7-4. This is how you're supposed to play, man. You just wait for the defense to jump still. You just don't shoot in their face anymore. You just wait. Once they jump, you take a step to the side, and you still shoot the ball. You could still get a shot off any time you want as a 7'4". 18-16 though, chance to put these guys away and get this 25k VC. You know I gotta do it. I end up getting the crab animation off the wiggle, and we take a nice 3 for the streak baker, and that's 25k VC. Make that almost 26k because of the VC crew bonus. So now we've beaten a 20 streak or 22 streak and a 25 streak, and that's gonna put 38,000 VC in my pocket, and we're sitting at 82 overall. This is a big one here, man. There's a lot we could do for this upgrade, and I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen this much VC on a 69.9 just kind of sitting in my bank account. So you know we can go get that 84 block. If we really wanted to, we could take that strength up and get brick wall, but I'm not really setting screens, so I wouldn't say that that's necessarily useful, but I might as well do it, you know, if I have the extra buttload of VC. Excuse my language, but like, yeah, we just have a whole lot of VC, so I might as well get halfway to that strength being maxed out. As you can see, we're gonna dump this 37k in, and we go up 3 overalls just off of that one game. Now I'm like, all right, man, let's stay hot. Let's go find another streak. We instantly have a 7 game in the exact same park, so we're running the same lineup, and we're gonna be playing the 7 game now. So start the game off with a stop once again, and we go up 2-0. Just gonna take points. I probably shouldn't have taken that 2-pointer, but these guys didn't really seem that good. Like, as you can see, like, he's doing like ISOs, chucking terrible shots, so I was kind of fine with taking that 2 right there, just making sure we got points, got a little bit of my takeover going. But then we knocked down the shot on the ensuing possession to make it 5-0, and we're balling. Like, this is a really good scenario to be in if you want to be beating these streaks. Make that 8-3. We're feeling amazing about our ball game. Following possession, red dot's gonna hit his teammate Chico way too far to shoot anything, but I still want to close out, make sure I get a bump animation, take his adrenaline bars so I can get a shot contest or even an on ball pluck. We end up forcing him to take a 2 though, up 8-5 with the ball. We are looking very good. We're managing our points well here. Perfect from the field. Got 8 points to my name. I'm doing a little bit of an off-ball scenario. I'm going to no-dip this because he's short, and on top of that, he's not jumping. That is an easy no-dip. Now, if you guys are 7'4" and you have a 7'4" guarding you, you still want to be utilizing the no-dip, bro. The no-dip is so overpowered. If you missed it earlier in the video, a lot of people are no-dipping, like that guy right there, and they're getting a no tempo. You saw it said late and he didn't get like the tempo or the timing. It's because he has 4 out of 4 speed on his jump shot. I can't tell you guys enough, make your jump shots 3 out of 4 speed in this 2K. I ran into Nadex on the 2s and I no dipped him 6 shots in a row, and he was like, bro, how are you no dipping me? Like, every time I no dip, I get no rhythm half the time. Put your jump shot to 3 out of 4 speed, bro. People do not know about it. There's not really much of a difference in this game, at least visually, from a 3 out of 4 speed jump shot and a 4 out of 4 speed jump shot, especially in the jump shot that I use in my jump shot video. If you haven't checked it out, Best Center Jump Shots, it's on my YouTube channel. Check it out. I'm using the Michael Porter Jr. base one. I get an A+ release speed. If you do 3 out of 4 speed, you still get an A+ release speed. The jump shot is chicken, okay? You can no dip anywhere on the court. So if you have 7'4" that's standing like a foot away from you, just no dip him. If you have anybody standing a couple feet away from you, just no dip him. If you're gonna shoot off the dribble, obviously, you know, you kind of gotta wiggle. Otherwise, you're gonna get the gather animation that they added after the patch, and you don't want to do that. But 17-14, we literally have every single point for our team. We are just giving these guys buckets. They cannot guard me at this point in time. So here comes the double team. He's reaching at absolutely nothing. I catch him jumping. I'm just going to wiggle back into the middle of the floor, and I miss wide open, but guess who's down there? My boy Baked with a phenomenal rebound, and then we no dip the catch, just like I was talking about, and all we had to do was green the tempo of the no dip. We got a slightly late release, but hey, that thing is dropping, bro. 20-14, drenched for an ISO play. I'm not gonna lie, Rio's got to jump at that. If you're gonna show out of the corner, you might as well jump, because you're not gonna get a contest without a jump anyways. That guy ended up baking me, but got no tempo out of the corner. I got kind of lucky there, and then I no dip the catch, but I kind of got a weird like animation, and we end up getting a free O board. Kick it out to my boy Rio, knocks it down, and that's another 3,000 VC in the pocket. I mean, these streaks are just adding up. So basically, at this point, if I'm not streak hunting, I'm going to be in the 3v3 pro until I hit the point where I need to grind my points, which I'm going to hit, because we're gaining so much VC so fast that we're basically getting more VC than the overalls that we can even go up to, because this is a fresh account. You know, our builds can't go to 99 overall yet. So it's kind of frustrating, but hey, eventually we will be able to get to that 99 overall, and we won't have to grind our actual my points to be able to upgrade. This game though, we're starting off up 6-2. I'm 2 for 3 from the field. We got 6 points to our name, and we're gonna kind of get some player to games here. You know, I'm back with my boy Shkomo and Jay Vela, and anytime I'm with this roster, you know, I'm kind of like the main scorer now, so we want to take advantage of that. My boys definitely help me out a lot. They just let me kind of score the ball and shoot every time down the floor in reality. And I do give them assists. You know, like he just got an assist. He's going to get good teammate grade. End up getting a board. My boy missed. We're up 15-4. 12 points to my name. This is definitely going to be a player to game here. These guys are not the best team. Not really worried about losing this game at all here. There's no chance that we lose this game up 15-7. My boy Jay finds me on the wing. I'm able to no dip the catch. We go up 18-7. We got that glass gunner going, and we're closing this game out. We got a +5 to our 3 ball, and I no dip the catch once again, and he doesn't jump. 6 for 8 from the field, 7 for 9, 1600 VC to my name. Now, if you guys are watching this far into the video, man, I'm gonna put you guys on. I do stream, like I said, every single day on Twitch, and we are doing giveaways for watch time on my Twitch. Anytime you guys watch my Twitch for 1 minute, you get 1 point. With 5,000 points, every 2 weeks, you are able to enter my giveaways. I give away $100 worth of gift cards for people with 5,000 watch points. Now, once you have exhausted your entry, you will have to restart your watch time. It resets to 1 point again. But you can use those points, like I said, to enter those giveaways. And then on top of that, since we have been having so much success, man, I'm super excited to announce raffles. Now, raffles are very simple. Every time I go live, I tweet it. Every time I go live on YouTube, you are going to have 5 minutes to enter the stream and type that you are a part of the Noti Gang. If you are, you will get a free entry into the raffle bag. I'm going to have a little thing of tickets. I will write your name on a raffle ticket and drop it into the bag. Every single month when I get paid, I'm going to go on Amazon, and we are going to pick some things for me to buy. They're going to sit behind me, and at the end of the month, I'm going to draw winners from the raffle. Like I said, to enter the raffle, all you got to do is be in the Noti Gang, go like my tweet on Twitter, or gift a sub in the stream, or be a sub, okay? And also, you guys will be able to earn raffle tickets by going into my park. So for the first 2 hours of every single stream, I'm going to be playing strictly with chat. That means I'm just going to literally load up, and I'm going to hop on a dot. For my teammates that play with me, if we go on a 10-win streak, you will win $10 on Cash App. If you just come in my park, like literally the moment I load up, I'm walking into the park and we're standing there and I see you standing next to me, I'm going to give you a free entry to the raffle. So you could get a free entry basically every day in the raffle by just being in the stream. You can get 2 free entries. You can be in the chat first and then join my park. That's all you got to do, and you get 2 free chances at winning an Xbox, winning a PS5, whatever we decide that we want to put in the raffle. I'm literally going to put $1,000 worth of prizes every single month into the raffle. Now, it might not be $1,000. If the paycheck isn't crazy, you know, it might be $500 worth of gifts. But this first one, we're going to go big or go home, and I hope it does well and you guys enjoy it. You know, I really want to give back because you guys have been showing so much love on Twitch specifically and on the YouTube. I mean, every single video we post right now is like getting anywhere from 30 to 50K views. Our channel is growing rapidly fast, and I want to show my appreciation by giving back to you guys, man. So if you have anything that you want in those giveaways, make sure you comment it down below. I know Battlefield 6 is coming out on the 10th. I'm going to be giving away 2 free copies of Battlefield 6. Huge shout out to Battlefield. We do partnered videos on my channel helping people with their controller settings. So if you guys are looking forward to that game, I know they have a Battle Royale coming out. Be on the lookout for that and videos on my channel for Battlefield 6. But anyways, back to the topic on him. And as you can see, we got 18 points and we are shooting perfect from the field. Hey, you'll love to see it. Looking to get another W here. My boy Jay Vela did lag out in this game, but we still found a way to get the victory. Somehow the AI threw a lob to Skomo. I've quite literally never seen that. But we got 1,671 VC. We are now 53-8, and we shot perfect from the field. Then my boy Skomo had to get off, man. He's a busy man. You know, that guy just actually started his own management agency, so shout out to Skomo. But we picked up my boy Breeze. This is actually my second time playing with Breeze. So massive shout out to Breeze. He actually edits all of our YouTube content, helps me manage and come up with video ideas, does the title and tags, and for the most part, the thumbnails. So, you know, a major part of this channel is Breeze, and he's a part of the no money spent video, so you love to see it, man. Shout out to my boy Breeze. He's on a little glitchy 6'8" point guard build, and then I'm obviously on my 7'4". So Breeze is just kind of feeding me though. Once again, we want to try to get as much teammate grade as possible, and we want to try to get player of the game, which we need to score points for that. So in this game though, we got 12 points already, haven't missed yet, and I jinxed myself and completely doink a 32% contested. Not the best shot out of Hollywood, but hey, 12 to 12 here. We got a chance to try to put this game away with a decent 3-ball here, or just a bucket in general. If we get anything here and then end up taking a 3, we'll be okay. But we end up getting a 3 off, so we go up 15 to 12. Now we just need to force the other team to take a 2, which is easier said than done in NBA 2K26, especially with somebody like me playing back end, because I have 60 speed. So I'm not really much help, but we actually get blessed in a double jump animation. The game gives us a pluck. I found Breeze wide open in the corner, and he's not going to miss that. Big shot out of him. 18 to 12 is the score. We're looking to get a stop here on defense to really seal this game away and make it 21 to 12. Another steal as he throws the ball off of my back. He could have just taken the 2, and they needed to get a stop anyways. I find Breeze wide open in the corner, and he no dips it, and I get an 1800 VC player of the game. I mean, that one is big VC. All right, as you can see, Breeze is literally only a rookie 5 on the account he's on right now. He barely plays the game. Now we're going to be playing the guy who's 9th in North Dakota. I mean, all right, bro. My bad. I didn't know there was 9 people that had NBA 2K in North Dakota. But right into the first possession, we start off with a 3-ball. Jacoy snatching the ball back, finds him in the corner. I actually used to have Jacoy in my Twitch stream all the time. So shout out to Jacoy. He didn't come through after we beat him this game. But, you know, hey, it's all love to my boy Jacoy. Breeze coming down the court. Finds it wide open in the corner, but elects to pass me the ball. You love to see it, so I can get that good teammate grade, as well as the 3-ball, and we go up 6 to 2. Back onto the defensive side of the ball here. They're going to be setting an on-ball screen. We put Jay Vela into the screen instead of me, just because, you know, Jay Vela's a lot faster on his 6'8" point guard build. Finally, at the top of the game, my guy jumps at absolutely nothing. We end up making it 9 to 2. And hey, yeah, maybe there is only 9 people in North Dakota, because we handing out a whole lot of belt right now. There's not a lot of life from the 9th in North Dakota. Jacoy with the ball in hand, utilizing that screen, gonna get to that corner fade that everybody loves, ends up not knocking it down. We got a chance to really open this one up here and make it a 3-possession game. Breeze finds me off the catch, and I'm gonna no dip that day. Come on, man. 12 to 2, 19 to 8 now with the ball, chance to put the game away. And we close it out. Hey, that was a belt. 22 to 8. Good victory for the boys. And another player of the game going into my pocket with 1800 VC going into my pocket as well. You love to see it. And it's time to upgrade. As you can see right now, we can go to a 94 max for our overall. And we actually have enough VC to go to 88. So that means it's time to streak hunt a little bit. I'm not going to lie. We need to catch up to this overall. So we're going to head back to the park, and the first thing we're going to do is play a 10-plus streak, which will give us 5K VC if we win it. First play, though, we do give up a 3, but he does not knock it down. I'm going to go ahead and get the board and hit my boy Breeze, set him a little screen. I run off the off ball, wide open on the corner. I'm not going to shoot that, but I'm going to elect to, you know, take a dribble to the side, set my feet, and knock it down. As you can see, my set shot specialist did not activate because I shot that off of a quick stop animation. But my Deadeye did activate. For the most part, set shot specialist usually activates even off the dribble. But if you really if you quick stop it and shoot it, it doesn't activate. So good thing we had Deadeye, though, that was able to activate there and allow us to knock down that jumper. Gonna run off the off-ball screen here once again. Utilize my ability to get open. I get a good shot selection, but I do not knock it down. Breeze with the ball in hand, a little snatch back animation. Knocks down the 3, and we go up 6 to 2. Ensuing possession, Best Gamer is going to find his boy Smoke on the wing. Smoke was actually wide open for a grab shot there. Little off-ball screen being set. Trying to look for the slip. Great throw on the slip. It is now 6 to 4, but we have the ball in hand. They ended up fouling us. Going to find my boy Breeze. Slip off the off-ball, and the center jumps out of position. The score is now 9 to 4. Smoke with the ball in hand. Going to find Bamba at the top of the key. Bamba with the off-ball screen. I reached out of the play. Good thing he didn't pass that, because Best Gamer was actually wide open. Bamba, ball in hand, touchback to the best gamer. Best gamer finds him in the corner. Bamba, great jump by Jay Vela. His hand literally went through the basketball as he shot it, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, that's just part of 2K26, I guess. That should not have been wide open, but all good. Gonna go ahead and set my feet at the top of the key. Just kind of wiggle around till he comes out of position. As you can see, he goes out of position. Actually, I shoot the crab and I doink it. Jay Vela missed Breeze wide open there, but it's gonna work out anyways. I'm able to still wiggle and make him jump. Found myself open, and I get a no dip off the dribble, which is a really weird bug in this game. And then I just kind of start chucking because I'm frustrated now at this point. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm going to go ahead and set my feet, though, into a quick stop animation. As you can see, set shot specialist did not activate, but we were able to knock it down. That Deadeye definitely helps us. Can't wait till we get those +1s, +2s so we can get that Hall of Fame Deadeye and be able to knock down our shots at a higher clip percentage, especially when we don't have set shot activating. Off-ball screen coming, though. Best gamer's going to knock that down and make it 12-10, and we still have a ball game, believe it or not. You know, I feel like we've kind of been dominating this game, especially on the offensive rebounds, but they are still hanging around because we just can't seem to get a stop later on in the game. Breeze going to find himself open at the half-court line with no deep bomber activated. That's just a heck of a shot out of Breeze. Going to kind of show my legs here at the off-ball, but I'm not fast enough to get to the pop. Good show by Jay Vela. We're not able to get the board, though. We're kind of all out of sorts on defense, 15-13, and we still have another ball game. They're full court pressing Breeze, trying to keep the ball out of his hands. That was a very scary pass. Wide open on the left wing. Hey, bro, you sag off, your swag's off, Bamba. I'm going to knock that down. Good pass by Breeze. Smoke coming down the floor, though. Going to utilize the screen here. Little off-ball situation. This off-ball screen really isn't the best play call, but because I'm so slow, it ends up being a very good play call. If anything, I should have been guarding the ball against this off-ball stuff, and then Jay and Breeze kind of just play sides. Breeze with the ball, just going to go ahead and take a 2 here, make it a 20-16. So no matter what, anything wins the game on the next possession. Going to try to force him to take a 2. Do the best to our ability. Bamba with the ball, going to reset it to best gamer. Best gamer passing to Smoke, and Jay reaches out of the play. I mean, we are just getting baked by the off-ball Dexes right now. Breeze with the ball in hand. Anything wins the game here. Going to look to try to get a dunk. Take whatever the defense gives us. Breeze going in for the contact dunk on the smaller guard, and that is just easy pickings. 5K VC to our name. 95% to starter 1. And we're sitting at 88 overall with a red plaque going into a 16-game win streak. As you see, first possession, they start off with a miss. Breeze finds me on the wing. That is way too deep for me to shoot it. Going to go ahead and set my feet at the top of the key. Now, as you can see, that was a quick stop animation, but I didn't shoot instantly off the quick stop, so my set shot specialist actually still activated there. So it's kind of tricky on activating set shot, but if you can possibly take an extra little second there, you will be able to activate your set shot specialist, and your green window will be a lot bigger. So you can see, once again, I'm able to set my feet without the quick stop animation, and my set shot specialist activates, and we're able to knock it down to go up 6-2. It's another pretty good win streak here. That's going to give us a lot of EC if we win this game, so we definitely got to lock in. Make sure we don't give up any threes. Breeze ends up getting clipped by the screen. I'm nowhere to be found. I played terrible defense. I thought he was going to shoot that, so I just ended up dropping down for the slip. Misses wide open in the corner, gets the O board, but throws the ball off me. I ended up getting a steal animation and was able to actually pick up a steal there. I thought that was going to be an open shot, but ended up not being an open shot. 36% contested. But Jay Vela's there to clean up the miss. Hits me back. I get to the top of the key and knock it down. And 2 in possession here. Chris with the ball in hand. Solid Chris trying to find Dantana. Dantana at the wing. Gonna not get open because I'm playing good defense. LG Trills finds Breeze jumping. Gonna go ahead and try to get to the rim, but we actually bottled up the paint there as his teammate tried to backdoor cut while he was driving. Now we're up 9-4. Breeze with the ball. Gonna just kind of look to get open here. Using the off-ball screen, they both double jump. I get to the wing and knock it down. That was a little bit deep, I'm not gonna lie, but the set shot The bronze limitless still did not activate. It was just the set shot specialist, so we will take it 12-6. Breeze kind of just ISO ball in here, looking at the off-ball screen. As they are not even reaching at these off-ball dexes, you know, we're definitely going to take advantage of that. If they were playing sides and, you know, reaching in the lane, then we wouldn't be able to do that. It's actually a pretty easy way to stop it. Speaking of lanes, your boy Victor Wembanyama is in them lanes. No Tory, man. Good pass out of Breeze. My guy jumps 2 times. Looking for a third jump here. He doesn't jump. I actually get wide open and get a no dip off the dribble for some reason. Gonna go ahead and get to my third shot though off of the catch. Just gonna take a quick dribble to the left, set my feet, and knock it down. 2 in possession. Trill's gonna find Solid Chris at the top of the wing, making it 18-9. This game might be too little too late though for them to show any life. Breeze with the ball in hand. I do have my sharp badge. Gonna just look to get open here off the off-ball screen. Great screen out of Jay. My guy doesn't jump. I'm able to get into the crab, force him on the back hip of my player, and we drop 21 points and drop off the streak. I mean, what a game out of Victor Wembanyama. That's gonna be 10K VC to my name. We got 17K in the pocket right now. We're able to go up in overall once again, sitting at 89 overall with that 10K streak win. Jumping right into the next game, we're playing another streak. We're up 18-14. This is actually a massive streak, and I got stuck playing with Leica and Project. This was another one that gave me 10K VC. I was literally playing with randoms. So what a crazy game out of that one. That was in the same exact park. As you can see, Jay and Breeze are literally on the sideline. They couldn't get on the court. So I ended up just trying to play with randoms instead of closing app, and we won. So another 10K VC into my pocket. Sitting at 90 overall, we can go to 94, and it's time to load up into the next day and ball up. Now we're into the next day. We're going to be doing our daily reward spin here. Now for our daily reward, we ended up getting 1,500 VC to our name. Love to see it. It's time to go ahead and load up and place a park though, and look for some more streaks to hunt. So we found another fireball win streak. We're playing now with my boy Rangers and Cashify. Got the Cashify for his multiple appearances in the video, as well as Rangers. Love to see it from the broskies. Score is now 3-6 though. We need to get another bucket. We ended up giving up 2 threes in the first 2 possessions. Shoot a really weird gather animation, but it works out. Rangers was there for kind of the free board. My guy ends up jumping at nothing, and then no jump out of the lockdown defender guarding me, so you know I gotta pull that in his face. That's going to be wide open if you don't jump, buddy. Ensuing possession, though, 6-6. We need to get a stop. Drop Addy's getting utilized. His dribble moves to get open off of the screen. Frustrating situation, though, on defense. It's really hard to get a stop against 6'1s, and it's really hard to get stops against 7'4s. I mean, they're so fast they get open, and I'm so tall I get open. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot of the same thing on both sides of the ball. Drop Addy actually gets open. He gets a 19% off. Good defense out of Cashify. He ends up missing it. 9-9. I hit Cashify in the corner because they're doubling me. Cashify, a rare miss. 2 for $1 situation. He's not going to miss 2 in a row. Good shot out of Cash. Make it a 12-9. Able to get my man jumping. We don't get the board. I mean, I don't know what Rangers is doing. He sometimes just does silly stuff. Like we're giving up a board to a 6'2 guard and we're a 6'9 inside in the paint. That's just disgusting basketball out of Rangers. You know, sometimes he looks really good. Sometimes he does stuff like that. And then I do stuff like that because I'm too busy yelling at him and throw the game. That's a bad shot by me. 12-12. Addy has the ball in hand, looking to put us away here, making it 15-12. Cashify playing some great defense. If he has something to say about it, we will have a chance here, but he ends up not able to get a contest. We got him going 5 for 9. Following possession, 12-15 with the ball in hand. We need to get a 3 up here. Gonna try to wiggle to get my way open. I end up finding a sliver of space, ever so slightly get that jump shot off, making it 15-15. Addy with the ball in hand, looking to get another bucket here. Cashify actually sped up his jump shot with that contest. There's a little bit of a ghost contest. You can see it didn't say wide open, it said open, and he got a late. 15-15 though, he's able to get a weird fade animation and knock it down, but it doesn't count as we played 24 seconds of defense and get a shot clock violation. 2 in possession, I get open from the wing, but I'm not able to make it. but no worries. There's 3 people on me. So Rangers going to have a free board and a free kick out to Cashify to make it 18-15. 2 in possession. Rangers jumps at absolutely nothing. That was a terrible jump. 18-18 though. We got a chance to win the game and put it away. Great screen. I'm going to look at Cashify wide open. I hit Rangers. I tell him to take the dunk. Now, little silly of a call for me, but I was like, hey, man, we've actually been playing pretty decent defense. Maybe we just take a 2 here. We're able to force them to take a 2, and we can just win the game with a 2. So hopefully we can get a stop defensively. Off-ball screen coming, though. Still hawking. Misses, and my intuition was right. We ended up getting a stop. Now we can take absolutely anything. They give up Rangers on the backdoor slip instead of having the guard drop and play the lane. And we get another 10K VC to our pocket. Big win for the boys. Now, that was a little bit of a struggle, I'm not going to lie. But we fought our way through it and secured the W. Little 10K VC in the pocket, right into the next game. I believe this was a little 5-game streak. It's not a fireball, but it's still a streak. So be it. Starting off the game up 3-0. End up leaving him open. He's able to knock it down, making it 3-3. I have the ball in hand. Just going to kind of bring it down the floor and utilize the screen from Rangers. Ends up clipping my man who stumbles over, and I'm able to just go wide open at the top of the key. I mean, there's just no guarding that if you don't step up. If my center set's a pretty big body screen, you got to step and play sides on it. I'm already out on the break. They call me LaMelo Ball, man. Easy 3-ball, and we are up 12-3. This game is way easier than the last one. Gonna go ahead and inbound the ball here, not everywhere, following the foul. Trying to get himself open with his 7-4, but we are able to use that double left bumper and get a trapper animation off. You know we love them trappers. If you guys are making it this far in the video, man, I appreciate you so much. Make sure you guys comment the number 7 down below. I actually am completing a Victor Wembanyama like little no money spent build video, so that will be coming out soon. And then we also have the Wilt Chamberlain build. So the Wilt Chamberlain one is actually done on a completely different account, which I will be giving away. Now, if you comment the number 7 in the comment section right now, you will be entered in the drawings to win the Wilt Chamberlain account. It's going to be a starter 4 with a 7-1 popper on it. So for all my people, you know, if you want a free 2K account that you could even sell or utilize yourself, that's a starter 4. Make sure you guys comment 7 down below if you made it this far in the video. Subscribe, turn the noties on. Those are the only ways that you can enter the giveaway. You must be subscribed with the noties on and comment the number 7 down below. As you can see, though, we got the W 21-6. Not a bad game from the boys. 18 points to my name. Got a little bit of VC. Now we're sitting on a basically 1400 or 14K VC. Looking to upgrade here to a 91 overall. Going back into the 3v3 Pro-Am with my boy Scomo and Rangers. Oh, no, this is Cashify and Rangers. I thought Scomo was the guy with the hawk. But Rangers and Cashify, same roster that we just beat the streak with and played that part game. Rangers with a good shot contest in the paint. We go up 6-0. I'm out on the break, and we knock it down. As you can see, we still got that gold set shot specialist. So we're still in the first 3 days of having this build. I actually ended up having to leave town about this point in time, so I had to go to Miami for a MLB event. But while I was gone, I actually unlocked the +1 and +2 badges, so be on the lookout here soon in the video. I'm able to have, you know, that Hall of Fame set shot specialist or legend set shot specialist, as well as Hall of Fame, you know, Deadeye. So that's going to be very useful for this build. But right now, we still only have the gold and silver, and as you can see, it's still more than enough. If you guys are making popper builds, you really don't need more than silver set shot specialist, as you saw early on in the video, but gold is very good as well. 15-3, though, and this one, 83% from 3. Love to see it. Good, efficient ball play out of Victor Wembanyama. Hit me out on the break, and Victor is just lighting it up. You know, why not take the 3-ball if they're going to give me the 3-ball? 18 points to my name, 86% from 3. Coming down the floor, him with the ball in hand. Gonna swing the ball down the court to my boy Cashify. Cashify finds me on the left wing. Wide open, not really. 19% contested though. Free board for Rangers, and he knocks it down for his easy bucket. And we are going into the starter one animation. First starter one in the world. Let's get it. Big Victor. We get the mannequin body type as well as 1800 VC for that game. And then obviously the crew bonus for rep and VC. Following possession, though, starting off down 5-0. Not the prettiest so far, but I'm able to knock it down to make it 5-3. Stuck in your face with the ball in hand, looking to get to the rim. Good defense out of Rangers. Ends up leaving Sick Nasty in the corner open, though. We hate to see that. No rotation there, so probably not the best drop, but it worked out. End up missing. We take the 3 to get back in the game and make it 6-5. You cannot miss shots against us, bro. We are going to eventually get our buckets. We might miss on the first possession, but we're going to get buckets just about every single possession. Stuck your face with a ball in hand. Another fading midi, and he does not knock it down. Ends up getting a early on his jump shot. Find me open on the break to make it 9-5. And this one got ugly pretty fast. It looked like we were going to lose, but then we went on a 9-0 run ourselves. Love to see it. 9-5 now. We got the ball in hand after a very quick stop. I get to the top of the key, end up missing it, but Rangers with the free board, and I'm just going to no-dip that thing. I could have passed it to Cash, but the defender would have been there by the time the ball got there, so might as well just no-dip as I had a guy behind me, and the defender was running away from me, playing the lane to Cashify. Ball in possession, though. Baseball thinks he's going to be open. I end up getting a very good jump shot contest on my jump animation. And we just went on a 15-0 run after starting off down 5-0. You love to see it. Phenomenal basketball out of the boys. Cashify just bumping him, taking him for a long ride. He's literally in the back. We're bumpy. I'm Sick Nasty with the ball in hand. Just going to kind of sit under the rim here. Rangers jumps and gets a phenomenal contest on the opposing center. Going to bring the ball down the court. I see him reach. I know he's probably going to reach or jump again. So just going to wiggle till, he kind of throws himself out of the play. Get a little snatchback animation as he has his hands up, and instead of jumping, I'm able to knock it down. Get that silver limitless, silver deadeye, and gold set shot, and then we get a little off dribble catch animation for the player of the game. Another easy bucket, and we go to the next game. As you can see, though, our crew is ranked 29, like I said earlier in the video. We actually have 4 open spaces on the crew. If you guys want to be a part of our crew, you must have 1,000 games played in the park and have an above an 80 win percent to be able to try out. Now, I know, win percent doesn't matter, but the games played in the park really does matter to me. I'm looking for grinders, guys. The whole reason I'm recruiting is because we just don't have enough people loading up to play the game, and I need people to play within the crew so I can take advantage of double rep as well as that double VC when I'm doing my no money spent videos. So if you want a chance to be of a card or a crew and you have a lot of games played and you're a grinder, bro, hit me up. I feel like it's pretty easy to have an 81%. If you don't have an 81%, you're probably doing something wrong. You got to win 4 out of your 5 park games consistently. I think that is pretty much doable for just about anybody if you guys are locked in, making the proper passes and knocking down your open shots. So you can see, though, 11 points to my name, 11-9. They have the ball in hand. He gets a nice little fade animation, and these guys are locked in. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be a tough game. Bringing the ball on the floor, though, that is a small guard on the backside of that screen, and I'm going to take advantage of that and knock it down. 14-12 here. Take internet coming down the court. Interesting username. I'm not going to lie. I think he was trying to say he'll boot your internet off. The other guy's name is VC Fiend. I don't know. These are the type of names that are pretty cringe to me. Good steal out of Cashify. Going to find me on the left wing here as I no-dip it, and there's just nothing he can do. He's too small to contest that, so I'm just going to no-dip that every single time. Try to find their center open. Great jump out of Rangers. Phenomenal defense. I get the ball. Just going to get to the midi, take my 2 as we were up 17-12. Make it a 19-12. They actually end up getting 2 stops. Make it a little bit scary. 19-18. We get the win. 1,600 VC. And we're headed to the next overall as we are officially a 92 overall on our post-scoring stretch bully. I mean, that's a tough username. I'm not going to lie. I could definitely post-score with this build, but nobody wants to watch me post-score. So we're just kind of taking advantage of being the main ball handler as Victor Wembanyama. As you can see, though, here we are up 12-4 in this one. And it got ugly pretty fast. Cashify with the ball, gonna find me on the left wing. I'm able to knock it down. That's how big green. Easy greens from your boy Victor Wembanyama. We got the badge. Looking to walk away with this one pretty early, 15-7 here. Cashify with the ball in hand. He's gonna hit me and come set me an on ball, but they don't even look to guard me, so he just slips straight down for the board. We end up getting another board out of Rangers. Rangers finds me at the top of the key, and I'm able to knock it down. 1800 VC to my name, 7% on my bar, and we are moving to the next game. I mean, this grind is just so much fun, man. I mean, we're right into the next game. As you can see, we're up 3-2. I get a good shot contest. This build has just been an absolute blast. I mean, 7-4s and 7-1s made NBA 2K26 so much fun for me. I really rank this as one of my top 4Ks or top 4 2Ks. I think my first favorite is definitely going to be 2K19. Number 2 is probably 2K15. And then you got like a game like 2K16 or even 2K14 as my third. And then I really do think 2K26, the first month of the game, the amount of enjoyment I've had on this game puts it in that number 4 spot. I really don't see, you know, me even in those like 2K19, 2K20, and 2K like 14 slash 2K26. I've had just equal amount of fun in that first month in all 3 games. Now we'll see if it continues with all the patches and nerfs they're going to be making. If they mess it up, that's kind of like why it sits at that number 4 spot right now, because those other games lasted quite a few months, if not like the entire year for me. So if this game can last, you know, I could see it climbing the ranks, but right now it definitely sits at that 4 spot for NBA 2K games for me. 18-7 though in this one. We're kind of just putting it away. Cashify, you know, able to extend his way down the floor. I don't even come back on defense right there. I thought the game was over. He gets a back fade animation. 1800 VC to my name as we get another player of the game. I mean, at this point in the 3v3 pro, like if I'm not getting player of the game, I did something wrong. You know what I mean? 3-3 though, all in hand, looking to get open at the top of the key. We do get open and knock down the shot. They end up jumping at me. I get open again. 23% contested actually. Able to get the board though. That was actually greenable. Okay. But we get the board, find me wide open in the corner, and I'm able to knock down the shot. Following possession, Cashify with the ball in hand. Gonna just kind of wiggle my way to get open. Find myself at the top of the key, and I knock it down. Cash is gonna find me wide open on the left wing to make it 20-14. 20-14 inbound coming in. Cash with a big steal, and he activates his 2-way and fades it for the win to make it 23-14. Big play there. 1600 VC going into my pocket. You love to see it. Cash gonna find me at the top of the key. Just gonna take that little nice dribble. 19-12. Find Cash in the corner, and we put it away. Just a whole lot of the same story in all these games right now. We're getting player to game, 1800 VC, and now we are going to be sitting at 86 post control, 82 stand dunk, 93 ball, 89 midi, or 90 midi, 89 3 ball, excuse me. Sorry, it's been a long voiceover. Made a little bit of an error there, but the build feels basically done, okay? After 80 overall, just about everything I do as a center that is like the main ball handler is upgraded. I don't need dunk. The only thing I needed finishing is post control, okay? So I don't need any dunk. I need a 3-ball, ball handle, speed with ball, pass accuracy, and basically all of my vitals upgraded. And then just enough D-board to make sure that I can secure the rebound for my team when we do get a stop. Following possession though, 6-5. It's looking a little sketchy. Now, if you guys watched me play with Flight Reacts, I do play with a 7-4 when I play with him, or I play with my 7-1. Now, both of those builds are on my channel. We also do go live every single time we play with Flight, so don't miss that. You get the chance to pull up on him. My username is xhollywood2k. Add me, pull up, and play against me, Flight, and Malik. You know, get your games in. We do have, like I said, that wager coming up against Ticino earlier on in the year or later on in the year. So be ready for that. That should be coming sometime this month, in the month of October. And then I also do have a Twos wager coming with IQ Contain. So if you guys want to wager me, play against me, feel free to add me, xhollywood2k in game. We're into this game though, 9-5 with the ball in hand. I'm getting attacked by my puppy while trying to do this voiceover. 12-5, able to knock down the 3-ball. We have badge and two-way, so, you know, that's going to be an automatic green no matter what I shoot. We end up getting player to game, 1,800 VC to my name, 9% on my starter, 1 bar already, and we are sitting at our next overall. So now it came to a point where I basically just need to get my points. So we actually went to the rec. As you can see, I'm playing red plaque rec. This is serious, like real grinder rec that I'm trying to get rep in, and I'm essentially the main ball handler in it. You know, you can't say that I'm reverse boosting for these games. I'm playing on a red plaque. We're playing Hall of Fame plaques. I got 4 people jumping at me. We get the and 1 animation, and I have 12 points already. Make that 13 as I was able to get the two-way. So I had my free throw there, and then we get two-way once again, and we knock down another 3-ball, making it 27. Now, I will say the rec definitely failed me. I came into the rec assuming that I was going to get a lot of my points because every other single year in NBA 2K, the rec was the best place to get my points besides my career. But, you know, I'm out here dropping 33 points at half, 60 plus points a game, and you'll see at the end, man, rec is definitely not the method for my points because at this point in time in the build, I'm basically done with the VC part of the build. I really could just go streak hunt 2 streaks and I'd be a 94 overall. But I need to get the extra my points to be able to get to 99 overall. So that is part of the grind of the no money spent that I really hate. I'm not gonna lie, I thought about doing a no money spent on my main account just because the build can instantly go to 99 and it's basically just me getting the VC to get 99, which I thought would be fun. But I really hate this whole this 2-day lull of me just grinding for my points because I basically maxed out the amount of VC that I can use for the my points on the build. But as you can see, man, I'm giving these guys buckets. This is on a Hall of Fame plaque build. I'm literally playing point guard. We got 57 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. I'm shooting fades from the corner like I'm a PG. We're up 81 to 54 in sweat rec. And I'm just giving these guys buckets. I only have gold set shot with silver limitless. Now, this was like right before I went to Miami. I had to get some last second my points in before I left for Miami for a couple of days. And I really just wanted to get the grind in. So that way, when I got back, I would have the +1s and +2s from the crew. And I could utilize those on this build. But going straight to the next game, though, I mean, look, the next game is a whole lot of the same story. Like, I got 75 plus points. We're up 99 to 57, 78 points, 84 points. I mean, I'm just giving these guys buckets. Nobody can guard me. So in my mind, I'm thinking, yo, I'm going to get like 30, 40K my points for this game. You know, I'm getting a lot of greens. I'm getting a lot of shots up. I'm scoring the ball at will, essentially. We're winning by almost 50. There's got to be a point in this where, you know, I get a lot of my points. And it's worth my time in here because I know I'm not going to get a lot of VC. Rec is not the method for VC. As you can see by the end of this game, look at my points. I got 44K my points. That was not bad. But for the most part, dude, I was getting 15 to 25K my points for my rec games. Like, jumping straight to the next game, we're in a ball game, 41-45. I get a fade animation in the corner. I end up getting knocked to the ground. I'm going to stand up. They end up leaving me open in the corner. You can't do that. I ain't gonna lie. Double jump, and we get the fade up, 44-45. This one is just another dogfight because we weren't reverse boosting our plaques, which we should have done. You know, I might just need to start sacrificing my pride, bro, so I can get to my points because I could have easily hit the my court and did the reverse boosting thing that people are doing to bring their plaque down so that way they get easier games in the rec and in theater. We didn't do that here. As you can see, 53, 50. Make it 55, 52. We got the ball again. I'm in a trapper animation, and we just go shoot out of that trapper. If you're not going to jump, I'm going to shoot out of that trapper. I don't care how many people are there. He ends up jumping in front of my face. We get the shot off, though, 63, 58 with a minute left in the third. Jump over to the fourth quarter. We are up loads now. We kind of went on a little bit of a run. We're up 12-4 to go. They end up knocking down some shots to make it somewhat close, but I'm just answering every single time they score with a 3 of my own. Keeping it pretty much arm's length away, 90 to 76. This game is over. They were close for a while, though. They did give us a fight, and they kind of ruined my points. As you can see, I only got 23K my points for basically giving these guys 70. And we only get 1,200 VC. That's ridiculous, okay? They gotta fix the VC in the rec. If you guys didn't know, I'm actually the rec holder for the most points in the rec. I scored 223 points in the rec with my 7'1" point guard build that I utilized actually on this account after I finished this Wemby. I made a 7-1 that gets deep bomber, and, you know, I get all the dribble moves. I get the Giannis cross. I get everything. I scored 223 points in the rec and got 1300 VC. That is ridiculous, man. Like, they actually need to do something about that because that is crazy. Straight into the next game, though, I got the Dishmaster take. You know, I'm just out here trying to give people buckets. Like, he can't guard me. He's double jumping at me. I'm hitting the behind the back animation. And, you know, if you jump and I go into that behind the back, I'm going to get a bucket. 29-26, though. I'm shooting 70% from the field. Just going to go ahead and get to the midi. Make sure we get this bucket. Going to halftime. We're up 6. Cashify with a nice big body screen. You know he's not going to be able to contest me because I am 7'4", buddy. 32 points to my name at the half. I've scored every single bucket. Like, I'm legit a walking bucket at this point. 35. We got another fade animation going off. I love how you can shoot fades without having shifty. 7-4s and 7-1s. Don't be afraid to fade your jump shot, okay? You can quick stop, obviously, like what I just did, where I flicked up on my right stick to make my player quick stop. But you can fade the ball basically anytime you want. We kind of ran away with it, though, here in the third quarter. As you can see, we're up 12. I got the ball in hand. Got all of them jumping. Just going to go up with my layup. I don't know how that was 49% contested. Usually, you know, nothing is contested in the paint. And if it is, it's because they blocked you. There's no such thing as a contest in the paint on NBA 2K26. If you have played this game as much as me, you know how bad paint defense is. They're over here talking about patching 7-4s. They need to get on-ball plucks and paint defense, okay? Those need to be fixed. Like, literally, we have lockdowns now making 73 steal locks because all they need to be able to do is have Hall of Fame interceptor and just play lanes. They don't need high steal to get glove. Glove is legit useless. You get more steals by holding your right stick up and just standing in front of the guy. Eventually, it's going to give you a bump steal. You don't need gloves, so you might as well just go 73 steal lock. But once again, we got a little 34K my points. We did get 2200 VC for that. We're just going to keep grinding these rec games, though. As you can see, 55K, 34K, 31K. We're getting pretty good my points for these games. Another 33K for that game. So it does add up when we get good games. But there wasn't a lot of good games. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of hard to get good games when we weren't reverse boosting our plaques. So next time I do it, I'm probably gonna reverse boost my plaque. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. But now we are back from Miami. This is post my trip. As you can see, we got that Hall of Fame set shot specialist. That is your biggest telltale sign in the top corner. I have my first +1 from the crew, and I utilized that on my set shot, which gave me the Hall of Fame set shot, which really just opens up the green window, man. I mean, the build just feels insane when you go from gold to Hall of Fame. I don't know why it's so much better, but dude, the difference is ridiculous. We were making everything once we got the Hall of Fame set shot. And it's only gonna get better once you get that legend and that Hall of Fame Deadeye. I mean, it's ridiculous, especially if you have like a 7-1 that gets legend Deadeye with a Hall of Fame Limitless and legend set shot. I mean, you can't miss. It's impossible to miss. I'm basically a true point guard at 7'1". I mean, who's doing that at 7'1"? Nobody in real life. That shouldn't exist in 2K, but it is 2K. You know, I think that's what makes this game so much fun. Like, there's playstyles that we haven't seen ever. It's very arcade-like. You know, I do think they, like I said earlier, they have to fix the on-ball plucks and the paint defense. But I kind of like where the game stands as far as shooting goes. I like that, you know, I can beat somebody who's using a Zen because I have a pure green window. And if I time my jump shot right, I'm going to make my jump shot. You know what I mean? But another great game from the boys, man. We got 1300 VC to our name, and we're looking to go to 95 overall. As you can see, though, I'm maxed out. I have to grind my points now. I'm quite literally just stuck. Like, this is the worst part about the 60 to 99 grind. The moment you see yourself hit the max overall that you could possibly go to. Because now, I know I'm going to get the VC. I need to be 99, but now I got to grind the my points. And the my points are a long grind. Like, pause. But a very long grind. It's just, it's a frustrating thing to do in NBA 2K26. Now, if I made this on like my regular account and I just, you know, instantly got the build to go to 99, that'd be so much easier. But I guess the whole point of this challenge is for it to be hard. You know, you guys see like the potential growth of Wemby starting at a 60 all the way to 99. If you guys enjoyed the video though, and you are at this point, make sure to drop a like for your boy, bro. Like, it literally helps the video get pushed out. It's free to support. Subscribe, drop a like, comment down below a W, you know, something for your boy to let me know that you guys really enjoy the video, because I love making these. And if you guys don't enjoy watching them, I gotta find out some new content to make. You know what I mean? Like, but I do love making these 69.9s. It's just a very, very, very long grind. Coming up next, though, we have a Wilt Chamberlain, but we are doing a speed run to 99. So I'm gonna keep a timer on screen. during every game, and you guys will see the timestamp of how long I've been playing on the build and how long it took me to go from 60 to 99. So we're going to be going for essentially the record, because I don't think anybody's ever done it. So, it'd be cool to kind of set a record. We already have one record in the rec. We'd love to set a record for going 60 to 99. It'll be super fun, super exciting. So we'll see how it goes. Going to be a great experience. Wilt Chamberlain starting it up soon. So make sure you guys, follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch. As you can see, we got 6K my points for that game. So basically, I would need to repeat, 5 or 6 of those games to do what I did in one game of rec. So a game of rec takes what? Roughly 24 to 28 minutes. One of these games can take me anywhere from 2 to 6 minutes. So I'd say timestamp wise, it's definitely a lot easier on my mental and just a lot easier gameplay doing this. As you can see, bro, I'm basically able to fade from limitless. Now we got gold limitless range, Hall of Fame set shot. The build is chicken, man. And we get silver Deadeye. 2019, though, we got the ball. I found my boy Cashify in the corner. He knocks it down. We take home another W, and we're just grinding out these my points. There ain't nothing else to do right now. We're getting 1,500 VC, about 6K my points per game. Not so bad, not so bad. Gonna go ahead and head back to the rec, though. I kind of just felt like chilling and vibing in the rec super late at night, because we started playing these same nerds over and over again, and I wasn't really scoring the ball at will, essentially, and getting the my points. So, we had to slide back over to the rec on the boy Victor Wembanyama. Shout out to my boy Cashify, Tough NYC. There's a couple other boys on the court that we know and love. My boy AB the Ballers over there, and then Carter Life in the corner. Now, playing with my boy Tough is a little bit different. He's on a 7-4, and I'm on a 7-4 as well. So what we were doing was essentially kind of like just passing the ball between each other. As you can see, I got 6 assists and 14 points. So I'm kind of just playing it by ear, seeing what gives me the most teammate grade. Shooting back fades with my two-way. You love to see a little 6% contested, and we are up 52 to 33. We're kind of handling these guys. At this point, though, I do have Dishmaster, so Tough's going to give me the ball. I'm either going to steam it back to him, or I'm going to shoot the 3. As you can see, though, 20 points, 10 assists, not a bad stat line. I mean, this should give me a lot of my points. But will it? You'll find out. Great defensive stop. My boy Tough gets the ball, finds me in the corner on the break. That's going to be 26, 57% from 3 with 13 assists. I mean, you can't really ask for much more. I'm not going to lie. Like, this is good ball out of Victor Wembanyama. A 20-point game with double-digit assists already in the third quarter. We're up 86 to 52, 29 points, 14 assists. Looking to try to drop that 20 bomb and assist. Hopefully, Shoom shoots a crazy nut shot out of the corner. My boy Tough gets the board, finds me on the break, and we're going to knock that down for the 30 ball. Tough's got 48. I've got 32. 34 points now with 17 assists. We're up 115 to 67. Catch 5 with the board. Going to go ahead and steam it to me. I really shouldn't have shot that. I'm not going to lie. I low-key should have just gone for the 20 assists, but 37 points, 17 assists. You love to see it. A maxed out A+ teammate grade with a minute to go in the game. We should be getting tons of my points for this. Tough finds me on the break again, and that's going to be the nice 40 ball. Sorry, my puppy is going crazy. I don't know why she's barking at me. 133 to 70, though. That is the final score for this one. 40 points to my name, 21 assists, and we only get 32,000 my points. So the most my points I got was actually when I shot the ball, basically every time, and I shot a high percentage from the field. That was the game that we got, 55K my points, but we ended up getting 43K in the next game. We're just basically grinding out these my points to get this overall. I'm not really worried about my actual VC at this point. The next game we get 45 points, 20 assists, and we only get 26K my points. Following game, though, 105 to 102. We end up winning in overtime. We get 40K my points. We're just fiending for these my points. Then the next game, 4 steals, 6 rebounds, 32 assists, 21 points. I mean, look at the stat line, bro. Like, these stat lines are crazy. I should be getting 50K minimal, and I get 30K. I mean, bro, you just have to score the ball. Assists mean absolutely nothing. So you can see that we got 23K VC to the name. We can now go to 97 overall, and we are so close to that ever so sweet 99 overall Victor Wembanyama. Now we're going to head back into the rec again and just keep grinding up these my points. Now, one thing I will say, I'm going to put you guys on a sauce, man. If you ever see in the theater that there is a quick games to 11, that is not only a my points glitch, but that is a VC glitch. You can finish a game in 4 jump shots and get 600 VC for it. That is world record speed. So you could finish a game in literally basically 45 seconds and get 600 VC. 600 VC in 45 seconds is ridiculous, man. That means you're getting almost 2K VC in like a 3 to 4 minute span. And then, you know, over time, like you guys could do the math, bro. I don't need to do the math for you. It's ridiculous how much VC you will get. But straight into the next game, though, we got 20 points. We're just out on the break. I got sharp badge now. I'm not going for assists. I just had an almost 40 assist game and got 20K my points. I ain't touching assists anymore. We're just going to be shooting that pill. We got 26 points, though. Finding my boy Ness at the top of the key, who's going to hit me back on the off-ball decks. And he's behind me. So, you know that's going to be green. These guys are not the best players. We definitely got to utilize this to get the most of my points possible. Breeze ended up dribbling over to me, but it didn't really matter. I was able to still get open off of that. As you can see, we got the Legend Set Shot Specialist now. With the Gold Deadeye, we're able to knock down just about every single bucket we want. Get to that Michael Porter Jr. fade going to the right hand. You know we love that. We really do not miss those. Like, I promise you, MPJ fade to the right, that does not miss. Another knockdown, though, 48-16. I got 41 points. I mean, I'm beating their team by 20 myself. What more can you ask for from your main scorer and your rec team? And everybody on my team is getting assist. There's a different guy passing me the ball basically every single play. So we're trying to, you know, focus and help people get their A+ teammate grades, as well as me getting my points for shooting these easy greens. Now I'm just kind of like cherry picking at this point, doing my kind of LaMelo Ball method. This actually is what gave me the idea that I could get 200 like plus points in the rec. Was a game like this. I had basically 70 at half, and we weren't even really going for it. Like, other people were shooting the ball, and we got 74 points going into half. That's crazy. Now imagine if I went for the 223 points before they patched 7-4s, because what you're watching right now is post 7-4 patch. This is post 7-4 patch gameplay, and I'm still putting up 100 points in the third quarter. Like, yeah, they're not guarding me now at this point. They kind of just gave up. Like, we'll take it. You know, we're just getting these free my points. We got 133 points. I'm getting doubled over those. It doesn't matter. 10% contested. It truthfully doesn't matter. My boy had Blur. I wish he had the Dishmaster take, because I would not have missed at all in this game. But we're 84% from three. He's not even going back on defense anymore or on offense anymore. Coming over to get a late closeout. If you don't jump from right in front of me, you're not getting a close. Still, same thing in the corner. We have 160 points to our name. It's looking way too easy out here for Victor Wembanyama. Now, the one thing I will say is look at how bugged my teammate grade is. It's not moving. It was stuck at a C+ from the moment I scored like 90 points. I don't know what was wrong with it. I went 60 for 71 and had a C+ teammate grade. And it was a maxed out C+, just not moving. So W frozen teammate grade, I guess. I don't understand. But we ended up getting 58K my points for that. So that is definitely the method. Just shooting the ball is the method for my points. So when I do Wilt Chamberlain, I'm probably just going to go try to get as many buckets as possible. Like, I'm literally just going to try to score the ball in the rec and get as many my points as possible and just grind out my points and just get hockey with it. But now we're sitting at 98 overall. It is almost that time, man. It feels good. So, you know, we got to slide back to the park. We can't hit 99 overall in the rec. First game in the park, though, you already know we're playing point guard with Wemby. Playing some decent defense, but they end up getting a back fade animation. Nazar gave it up. He should have followed that guy to the wing, but we'll take it. It is what it is. Cash fight with the ball in hand finds me at the wing. Late closeout, 4% contest. You already know that's going to drop. Come on, baby. 6-6 now. Ball in hand, gonna get to my animation, knock it down from the left wing. And this, like I said, is after the patch. So for everybody that says, you know, 7-4 is fries in the bag, 7-4 is our patch, look at the gameplay, bro. I'm doing the same things that I was doing before the patch. I don't pump fake and jab step and shoot the ball. I do a dribble move and get open. You are gonna have to guard me on that perimeter. As you can see, though, 5 for 5. We're on a 7 win streak, and we are halfway to 99 overall. 526 VC to my name. My boys ended up having to get offline, so we actually had to walk off our streak. So I was like, you know what? Let's go streak hunt a little bit. Get this VC, you know, get these overall upgrades, and we are into another game here. I'm shooting 70% from 3, though. As you can see, these guys are on a 12-game win streak. Sorry, I'm getting bit by my dog right now. If you hear it on my voice, it's because I'm actually getting attacked by my puppy. She is going crazy. Down 0-3 though, not a good start to the game. Ty's just gonna hit me with the ball, come set me a little big body screen, but my guy wasn't even playing. I ain't gonna lie, I just should have shot that. Like that was terrible plays out of me. Great screen out of Ty though, puts him on my hip, able to knock down the shot, make it 7-3. They end up getting a stop and getting a fast break 3. Go to my behind the back animation though. It's great screen out of Ty, and now we are down 6-7 because they started with the ball. We ended up getting a turnover. I forget how we got the turnover. I think they like got an on-ball pluck on Tough when he got a board. They just like instantly ripped him and then got a 3 off. But 6-10, we got a chance to make it a 1-point game here. Ty with the ball in hand, gonna try to find me on an off-ball Dex. Trying to utilize my movement. My guy's nowhere to be found. You know we're pulling that from half court. We got that Hall of Fame limitless range and that legend set shot from that crew +2 and +1. So we're no longer a bot out there. You know what I mean? We are going to pull that from everywhere. We got Silver Deadeye, I think, right now with the legend set shot and the Hall of Fame limitless. I wanted to be able to just kind of pull from anywhere off the catch on the no dips. 9-12 though, giving them a 2 is basically a stop in this game. My boy Tuff's on a 7-4 as well. It's kind of glitchy. I'm not gonna lie, running the double 7-4 lineup. They end up spamming me though, not able to get a stop. Here we go, 12-9. We got the ball in hand. Tuff gonna inbound it to me. There's literally no one to be found. I actually should have shot that, not gonna lie, but I end up getting to the top of the key. There's nobody on the backside of the screen, so you know I'm gonna shoot that and get that big green, man. Come on, man. Let's get it. You know what color yellow plus blue makes? That is green. Let's get it. Oh my gosh, Ty just got sniped. Yo, I'm sorry that's even in the video, Ty. I ain't gonna lie. We should have cut that out, yo. Ty might have to have beef with Mr. Breeze, the editor, after this, because that was crazy, bro. His ankles just got snapped into a different dimension, but I'm going to get it back, man. We're going to get the 3 ball back, 14-15. We need to stop. Backdoor cut coming in here. I low-key could have stole that pass, but I'm just playing honest D. If he would have gone up without, I would have jumped at him. I'm going to drop for a Ty. I'm not actually able to make it out. He should have shot that. And then he didn't shoot it again. I think they're just nervous and rattled at this point. 4 seconds left on the clock, and he somehow slips by Ty. I mean, this game just doesn't make any sense. Ty literally had him in a bump animation. He somehow threw him off him and then just dunked the ball. Ty finds me on the wing, 33% contest. That's great defense. What a good jump by him, but terrible jump again. And then I get a no dip off the dribble. I don't know what causes that to happen in 2K26, but it's almost as bad as getting a no tempo when you tempo shoot. I don't know what's causing the no dips. The lock ends up shooting the ball from half, 20-14. I just threw this game so bad. I mean, this was our game to win, and it just falls on me at this point. I don't know what I was doing there, man. Behind the back animation, I'm able to knock it down though, make it 20-17. If my boys can get me a stop, I'm not gonna miss anymore. I promise. Like, I'm so locked, bro. This game is completely on me, but I need somebody to pick me up and get me a stop. Good defense out of Tyler, and that gives us the ball back, man. Let's go, humble Ty. 17-20. I'm telling my team, yo, I got you guys, bro. I'm going to get this 3 off. Get me one more stop. 20-20. Streak on the line. We don't really need this VC, but, you know, hey, I felt like beating it. I ain't going to lie to you. Good defense out of Ty, but they call a foul. I mean, 2K, bro. Come on, Ronnie. Like, you got to give us that. I'm not going to lie. That is a terrible take. He went up like the Tasmanian devil on 2 people in the paint. Once again, I'm out here showing they get a tip animation and the ball somehow went off me. That's got to be off them. Like, there's just no way that should not be our ball. Goes off a backdoor cut and they call out of bounds. Bro, we deserve that. That was our stop like 2 plays ago. I find Tough NYC in the corner, and bro, Tough ain't missing that, bro. That is the best shooter on the game right there. 5K VC in the pocket. It feels good, and we are 1 step closer to 99 overall, baby. Now, we're back playing another 10 win streak. As you can see, we shoot 70% from there. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We're running the double 7-4 with a 6-8. This is a very cheesy lineup. You love to see it. Arensu's kind of on like a 6-8 back end / popper. He's just going to be guarding the ball here. We do struggle with this lineup to stop like the 6-1 guards. So we got to make sure we score every time. And we also struggle guarding ISO. Now, Arensu played really good defense on that possession, but every time we played like a small, like, you know, 6'4 to like 6'6 that was ISO, and they just got 3s off every time. 3-0 though, starting this game off. Early stop out of Arensu. You know I had to get a bucket for him. Great stop out of him. Tough playing some defense. You know, I thought he was going to go middle as well, but he ended up fading it to the corner, making it 3-3 here. Tough with an inbound to me. I'm probably going to throw the game, doing something dumb. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, that behind the back animation is just so silly. Like, just terrible plays out of me. Terrible pass as well, but Tough with the pass back that makes up for my terrible play. Up 15-9 now with the ball. I'm able to get into the crab animation. He gives up the space, doesn't jump at me. You know I'm knocking that down. 18-9, we got the two-way. I don't know what activates the two-way because that was not a limitless shot. Maybe it was because it was contested, I guess, that I get two-way, but I feel like it's just like hit or miss when the game decides it's going to give me two-way because there's a lot of situations where I feel like, yo, like I should have two-way. Tough is down the court. I see him wide open. We're throwing a Brady to Gronk pass. We got that Hall of Fame dimer. That is definitely going to get through. Great pass there, 20-12. I'm making up for my mistakes on the other games. We end up Trapper in the guard, trying to make somebody else beat us. We're basically 50 ball in the lock. End up leaving him wide open to knock it down. I'm not too mad about that. Like, we basically said, like, yo, the lock's going to have to beat us. We're not watching this guard score the ball. So, Tough, very patient, great play out of him. Finds me. Looking for RN2 on the slip, but he actually ends up setting a screen. I get the clip animation into the crab, knock it down, 5K VC to my name, and look how close we are to 99 overall. It's gonna be 5,304 my points, so we're about 15K my points away, man. We are basically right there. So we're like, you know what? We don't need a streak hunt anymore. Let's just go play some games. 4K my points away, 15-20. Tough with the tying dunk to give me my last my points. And that is going to put me at the big 99 overall, man. If you guys enjoyed the video as much as I did making it, as you can see, we have 76K surplus in VC at 99 overall. So it took me a long time to get those my points, but we are officially at 99. Now, one thing I did make a mistake on, as you can see, I bought VC literally like 8 minutes after hitting 99 on this because I wanted to actually make my 7-1 build to get YouTube content done, bro. We finished this on 9:23 before I bought the VC. I showed it on stream. I don't know why I didn't think to go show myself like my purchase history to prove that I didn't spend any VC. But as you can see, I literally don't have any other my players yet. We bought the VC, but I didn't even use it yet. As you can see, 99, and we just have nothing but 60s. But that's going to do it for the video, man. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button and subscribe. We'll see you guys later.